What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing, and today we got one of the I'll say this about Hector Luis Garcia, man. We got Hector Luis Garcia tonight. I'll say this about him. I became the voice of Dominican boxing after he beat Colbert. That's when I originally started this YouTube channel, and I was just talking Joe Schmo boxing. I was talking about everything. I was talking about, Mexican boxing, Dominican boxing, Puerto Rican, American, everything. I was talking all of that. I mean, and I still do, to be fair. But after he beat Colbert, I interviewed him and I was called by Ezra from the Ezra podcast, the voice of Dominican boxing. And I took it and ran with it, and it's gone so good for me. So Hector Luis Garcia, no matter how his career pans out, no matter what happens in his career, he will always like hold a special place in my heart just because of that, man. And you know what's funny, right? I remember when the fight got announced, I was kind of conflicted who to root for. I was like, one's Dominican, but Chris Colbert, I've seen him fight since the amateurs. I remember seeing him in the amateurs here in Brooklyn. He's from the same borough as I am. So, we know a lot of the same people. I was kind of like conflicted. I was like, I think I may root for Cobra. I don't know. I was kind of on the fence. And I remember watching the fight with my dad. My dad was like, kind of like saying, like, let's root for the Dominican. I was like, all right, let's go. And then he, boom, gets this big upset. And he gave me a cool moment with my dad where we were both screaming at the TV, all excited, like, whoa, we were not expecting this type of performance. And what I love the most about that performance is that it wasn't like a fluke performance. Wasn't one of those like, oh, he just landed a nice shot, and you know what I'm saying, or Colbert hurt his hand in the fourth round, and after that, like clearly the fight changed after that. But it was like, no, like I literally gave Colbert one round, like and Garcia dropped him. So not only did he get dropped, he not only did he drop him, he also won 11 rounds on my scorecards. Like this was a dominant performance. And that, by the way, that was the first time he ever seen Hector Luis Garcia. So he always will hold a special place in my heart, man, because of that big upset is kind of what led to all of this. And in transition has helped a lot of other Dominican fighters because I feel like I started a community here based off that performance and based off Ezra from the Ezra podcast giving me that nickname. So shout out to him too. He is running a little bit late. He'll hop on. Hopefully, not hopefully, he'll hop on in a few. But while we wait, I want to discuss Regis Prograis signing with Matchroom. I'm very disappointed with his choice of, I guess, promotional company that he chose. I preferably would have wanted him to go to PBC. Why PBC? Well, PBC has Subriel Matias, who has mentioned he wants to put you in the hospital, and he got a belt. So you can't even say who the fuck is Subriel Matias. I'm not gonna look. Like you can't say that he has a belt in your division and has said that he wants to put you in the hospital. So the unification matches on that side. The WBA belt, it's up in the air if Puello's gonna keep his belt or if the Rolly's gonna be fighting for the vacant belt against Ismael Barroso. But either way, that WBA belt, whether Puello keeps it or Rolly fights Barroso for it, it will stay on the PBC side. So two of the belts are on the PBC side, and then you got Akhmadov, Kenneth Sims, Gary Antoine Russell, Elvis Rodriguez. You got guys there. Lipinets. And that's just off the top of my head. They got the Brandon Lee, who I'm not high on, but he's on that side. Like 140, PBC has a lot of options for him. But even if he didn't want to go that route, because maybe he had a bad experience with PBC, or maybe he's afraid he may be kept inactive. I don't know. But if he went to Top Rank, they got Josh Taylor, the lineal champion, who also holds the WBO belt, who you have history with, who beat you so you could go get your get back. They have Teofimo Lopez in the case that in case he beats Josh Taylor, you'll have him. You have Jose Ramirez, who you guys been bickering back and forth on social media, talking about, oh, you ducking me and this and that. Well, if y'all on the same side of the street, there's no more excuse. So there's that. You got Devin Haney, who's possibly moving up to 140. You know what I'm saying? Like you got options over there at Top Rank. Like, who does Matchroom have? Matchroom has Richardson Hitchens, who's a legit fighter. I'm not gonna take that away from him. Then what? Dalton Smith, Liam Parrow, Jack Catterall. Like these are the guys that you went over there for. I don't get it. I really don't get it. That's a weird business move he made. I was trying to get him on for an interview, but I'm not sure what's his situation. But me and his manager have been in communication. But I'm gonna try to get him on now that he has signed with Matchroom. I definitely want to ask him some questions. He got some questions I need answers to, man. I really, really do. Like, I mean, the only thing is, and this is me stretching, right? You go to you sign with Matchroom, right? We know Golden Boy has Ryan Garcia. Okay. That's DAZN on DAZN, so maybe that fight could happen in the future, and that's a big money fight. But I don't know if after a Tank fight they throwing Ryan in against a killer like Regis. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that's gonna happen. I'll be honest with you. And I like Regis. I never y'all never heard me say Regis is a bad fighter or he's trash or anything like that. Or yeah, Mill City Boxing. Shout out to you. Yeah, Stevie Sparks and Montana Love. Like, oh wait, hold on. They said Regis literally said it was fake news. I don't know. I saw it reported on Boxing Scene, and I also saw Keith Idec was the one who broke that news. So I don't know. Maybe you're right, but I'm just going based off what a legit journalist was reporting today. Hold on one second. Let me hit up. Let me call Hector, man. I don't know what he's doing. He told me he was gonna hop on. But yeah, man. Either way, I don't like that move. Listen, the two moves. Hold on. You said Eddie Hearn said it wasn't true too. Hold on. I gotta go on Twitter, man. Y'all got me lost in the sauce, man. I literally saw that like 2 hours ago. So I didn't think to check the news again on if this was true when I saw, Boxing Scene reported. I don't know. I'll take your word for it, but that's what I'm hearing. But anything other than match, excuse me, than PBC or Top Rank, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be disappointed, and because we know how the sport is structured. The sport is structured where the fighters fight the fighters on the promotional company. So if you sign with Matchroom, you're not going to get any unification matches. You're not going to get a Subriel Matias. You're not going to get a Puello if he keeps his belt, or Rolly if he beats Barroso and becomes a WBA champion, depending on what happens in the BA side. Or you're not going to get a Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez grudge match or nothing like that. So I need to see more. I am in communication with his team. His team I've spoken with before. I hit him up today actually, and they didn't respond. But yeah, I'm trying to get him on the show. Maybe that's why they didn't respond to me, because things aren't so cut and dry. But I'm very upset. Well, I was very upset when I got the news, man. I said Eddie said he's speaking with Subriel's people to bring him over to Matchroom for a match with Regis. I don't know. I'm getting conflicting reports from the comment section. I don't know. Y'all saying that he is with Matchroom or he isn't. I don't know. And I know Subriel got a promoter. Subriel is signed to Fresh Productions. It's a promotional companies in out in Puerto Rico. So yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be able to pry him away from them because he seems very loyal to him. I'm not even gonna get into that, but he seems very loyal to them. I don't think he would leave. I mean, maybe like a business deal, maybe like a to be fair, I don't know his situation with PBC. I don't know what's his status with PBC. I know he's fought most of his fights on PBC, but I have seen him fight on top rank cards, and I'm not sure if he got released because of the loss or if he was just doing a kind of buy fight deal. I don't understand his status over there, but yeah. Hey, if if Eddie Hearn could fuck around and get Subriel Matias and Regis over there, yo, I give it to him, bro. I would give it to him. And now you setting the stage to make a star out of Richardson Hitchens. Because Richardson Hitchens, man, listen to me. Richardson Hitchens is that dude at 140. Now he hasn't proven it. Like I'm talking about like young cats, like out of the young dudes who somewhat unproven, although he did have a decent win against John Bowser. Um, out of the young dudes coming up, yo, give me Richardson Hitchens over everybody. Give me Richardson Hitchens over everybody at 140 that hasn't won a title. Put it like that. That's how I feel. And if they get Matias and Regis and they set the stage where he gets to fight for those titles, and let's just say, and I think he has a chance in both those fights. Let's just say he beats both of them, becomes unified on that side. Yo, the way he talked trash, there's few fighters who know how to talk trash like Richardson Hitchens. He's a good talker. He's from New York. And again, he'll have that buzz just off being in New York. Just off being a New Yorker, fighting in New York with a belt, you get that buzz. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think he's the goods. I think he has pound for pound type talent. That's how high I am on Richardson Hitchens. I think Richardson Hitchens could fight, man. I remember tweeting something. I was like, well, his John Bowser fight. I was like, yo, I haven't seen somebody look this good. No, what was it? I was like, he looking like a young Floyd Mayweather. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, that's how good he looked. I'm not saying he's the next Floyd because, man, that's hard, man. I'm not gonna throw that on anybody. I'm just saying, like, Richardson Hitchens he looked elite. And his style, the way he was moving and grooving and ducking and dodging and using that jab, just beautiful jab, closed up this guy's eye. I'm like, yo, this dude is nice. Like, there's very few dudes who are gonna get in there with him and really fuck with him. Like, he has a very, very good control sense of the ring, has good defense, great counter punching, probably one of the best jabs in boxing. I can't put it like this. I can't say he doesn't have the best jab in boxing. I can't say that only because he hasn't fought the level of competition. Right now, that's between Bivol and Haney, who has the best jab. But just off eye test, I want to say he has it. I can't give it to him because, again, he hasn't really fought anybody for me to say that. You know what I'm saying? You got a nice jab, but that's against what's his name? Then the guy just went Bowser. Like, all right, there's a nice jab against Bowser. Let's see that nice jab against Regis, against Subriel, against Taylor, Tio. Let's throw him in there with some killers. Unfortunately, right now he's with Matchroom and they don't got 140s. But if Regis goes over there, and I'm just going by what I saw in the comments, if Subriel goes over there, now I'm like, I'm okay with Regis going over there because mix it up with Subriel, winner that gets Hitchens, and then boom, now we got a star in Hitchens, and I think he's that. I think he has that star potential, both off skill and the way he talked, man. He's a really good trash talker. I'm a big fan of Richardson Hitchens, man. Like I'm high on Richardson Hitchens. This dude is nice. Hold on, let me call Hector, man. Hector on some. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, I don't know. He's not picking up. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me try this. Oh, you know what? Hold on, fellas. Y'all know, man. Not all the times this should be going as smooth. So just please bear with me. Bear with me. I'm definitely gonna try to get him on. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to call some people. Yeah, some people on this team as well. They not picking up. Hold on. My bad, everybody, man. But he'll hop on. Y'all know how it be. Y'all know how it be. Oh man. Yeah, man. Rod, you got Deverenchenko beating Jaime Munguia. I don't know. Yo, by the way, Jaime Munguia, anytime his name gets mentioned, the biggest duck in boxing, man. The biggest duck in boxing. Uh Jaime Munguia will be fighting Deverenchenko. Yes, the Deverenchenko that Charlo beat, that Triple G beat, that Carlos Adames beat, that who else beat him? I think somebody else beat him as well. Uh yeah, those are the three that off the top of my head. Jacobs, Triple G, and Adames has beat him. So instead of fucking Munguia fighting the winner of one of those fights, you know, the winner, like whether he fight Charlo or Adames, he chooses to fight the loser in Deverenchenko, a guy who's in his late 30s and is coming off, I think, like an 11-month layoff. Like this dude is like crazy. Like I don't know how the zone like approves these matches. Like I really don't. Munguia is not a like a 20-year-old prospect where you got to protect him. And I understand, like, if he was 20 years old, like put it like this, like guys like, you know, Xander Zayas and Duke Reagan and Troy Isley, they're not fighting, oh my God, these fucking amazing uh 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 you know, fighters, but they young, they coming up. I get it. Like, cool. I'm okay with that. Like, I understand the game. That's how you come up. Now, you telling me you in your mid-20s and you was a former world champion at 154, you move up to 60 and you don't fight nobody? Yo, at this point, if I'm the zone, I'm like, nah, like, yo, these are the 4 or 5 names we will approve. You've exhausted your amount of bums you can fight on this contract. Like, you know, we're good, man. We good. Like, Jaime should fight J Rock. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. Honestly, Adames shouldn't fight J Rock, but unfortunately, nobody wants to fight Adames. Like J Rock is about to get hurt, man. J Rock is about to get hurt against Carlos Adames. Y'all can book that. Yo, ain't nothing happening other than a knockout. There's no decision. There's no nothing. There's gonna be either a knockout, a KO, or a TKO. That's the only two things that will be happening. Come what I believe is June 24th, the fight, or June 24th, 26th, or something like that. Yo, yeah, J Rock is gonna get hurt. Who Jaime should have fought was when he was a WBO manager. He should have fought Janibek. He should have fought Andrade. He should have fought Adames. He should have fought Charlo. He should have fought those guys. Like not yo. We already seen you fight Deverenchenko. You probably like what? What are you talking about? Yeah, you fought Rosado, man. Like they basically the same guy. Like kind of like good fighters who are kind of journeyman who you build your resume off of. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy that this fight is it's crazy that this fight is approved by the zone. I'll be honest with you. I don't get it. Jaime Munguia is terrible for the sport, man. Like if he just went away from the sport, that'd be good. I'm not a fan of him at all. Same thing with Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz turned down Shakur Stevenson, turned down Ryan Garcia, turned down Edwin de los Santos. And I don't have proof, but I'm pretty sure he turned down a Frank Martin fight. I don't have proof. Nobody told me that. I haven't seen nobody reported that. I'm just saying, like his Pitbull is the this is Pitbull, a baby duck, and this is Jaime Munguia, the biggest duck in boxing. So like they still ducks, but I think Munguia takes the cake. That's how I feel about it, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me. Both those guys you know, straight up embarrassments to the sport. Both of them. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, man. Just while we wait for my man Hector. I don't know, man. What concerns me is he hasn't even seen my text. He has the text, you know, where you could see if he saw it. But he's not responding. Hold on one second. Yo, by the way, guys, I put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to call in and chop it up with me and shit like that. You know, hit me up while I'm calling Hector right now. Hopefully he picks up the phone. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be mad at Hector. He do this to me, man. Like, come on, man. We spoke earlier today. Anyways, the link is in the chat, man. If anybody wants to click it, come chop it up with me while we wait, and then hopefully Hector hops on. You know, we'll see. You know, we could talk some boxing. Oh yeah, I saw it. By the way, Rod, yes. I saw a report from Salvador. I forget his last name. He's a Mexican journalist. He said that Ryan Garcia's team has reached out to Eddie Reynoso about training with Eddie Reynoso again. That's encouraging. I like it. I mean, I don't want to dismiss the work that Joe Goosen did. One thing I saw Joe Goosen did that was better than when he was training with Eddie was he definitely kept his chin a lot more down. And for whatever reason, even when he was training with Eddie, he would keep his chin up. He would fight kind of like that. And I do think that you know, Ryan Garcia training with Canelo Alvarez was good for him, seeing just how the elites work. Also, you know, you every now and then you would see Canelo like teaching him tricks. Like they would be like shadow boxing with each other, and he would be like, "Oh, you see, I do this, and then boom, I do that, and then boom." You know, and I remember one time he was teaching him how to do like a sneak jab. He was kind of like, you know, like moving his body, and then just was looking at his leg, and then boom. And he's like, "You see?" He goes, "You follow my eyes, and I hit you with a jab." I think that's good. I think that's a good look. Also, Canelo is somebody who is not that quick on the feet. Doesn't have the best footwork. He doesn't have bad footwork, but his footwork isn't like you know super amazing. And neither is Ryan. So I think Ryan could still learn a lot more from Canelo for the simple fact they're both somewhat slow-footed fighters, but really, really fast hands and power in both hands. I think he could learn something from Canelo, like and just go, all right, listen, you're not the fastest on your feet, but this is what you can do to cut off a ring. This is what you do against a southpaw. See, and then Canelo will be like, yo, listen, I saw your fight with Tank, and this and this and this is what you should have been doing. Now try that in your next sparring session. All right, he goes and he does into a sparring session and he tries a few things. And also, from what it sounds like, he got dropped to the body in sparring and then got knocked out to the body by Tank. Mexicans are known for body punching. You know, that specifically that left hook to the body. I'm pretty sure they have a way of also learning how to defend it. If he trains with Eddie Reynoso, I'm sure that's something that they will take into consideration and go, hey man, listen, I'm somewhat weak to the body. What can I do to improve my defense there? What can I do to improve taking shots there? You know, I don't know, but I like Ryan Garcia. I like Ryan Garcia fighting training with Eddie Reynoso. I also wouldn't mind him and this will never happen just because he would never leave that comfort of Southern California. I also would like to see him train with what's the dude from Detroit? Sugar Hill. His uncle was Eddie Emmanuel Stewart. I would love to see him train there in that Kronk style. I like that. I like that. I think he's very underrated as a trainer. Yo, y'all seen what he did with Tyson Fury? He took this boxing smooth guy, in Tyson Fury, all the way into just an offensive animal. And I like the work he's done. I like the work he's done. But can I see Ryan going to Detroit and training out in the Kronk gym? I can't see it. Maybe. I don't know. But that's not something I would count on. But he's definitely he definitely feels like he needs a new trainer, and I'm not mad at it, but I also don't want to make it seem like he has to leave Joe Goosen. Joe Goosen's a good trainer. He trained Diego Corrales. He trained Shane Mosley. He's trained the Rellas brothers. He trained a bunch of guys. I definitely respect him as a trainer. Hold on, we got the unofficial co-host here, man. My man Juan.
Yo,
what's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? Pleasure to be on. How you doing today?
I wish I could say I'm doing good, man. My man Hector, I don't know. He's not responding to my texts.
It happens sometimes. You know he making top dollar now. He's got to get paid.
Yeah, but he need to remember who was covering him before he was making top dollar. So he needs
my boy was showing the big house on IG. Oh, yeah. I'm happy to see that, man. To see.
You know what's funny? And when he was showing his big house in IG, he was showing all the awards and titles he got.
The things that came before the house.
No. And you see the trophy I gave him for Fighter of the Year that ended up on Showtime.
Oh, no, that was legendary, man. You know why? Because it seems scripted in a way. That moment that you have for Showtime to capture like that. Yo, not for nothing, that shit almost gave me tears when I saw it.
Yo, it was crazy, right?
I felt it, man. I'm like, man, this guy's not even supposed to be here right now.
Nah, what's crazy, right? Like, this is like I believe like God puts everything into place.
Ordained.
Yeah, right. So I had already had it planned to bring it to him. So I went to Vegas. We were texting back and forth, and I was like, yo, like I'm gonna be out in Vegas for the Michelle fight, but I want to pull up on you. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. Boom. I watch him spar. And then after he spars, I was like, yo, I got a gift for you. He was like, all right, yeah, like cool. But I was like, no, wait, let me rewind. So I get to the gym and I see the Showtime crew. I'm like, what the fuck? So I went, bing!
Right away, it hit you.
I said, hey, I was like, oh, who's in charge? They don't know who I am. I'm there with my hair slick. I was looking fresh. You know me, baby. I was looking fresh. I had the peak coat. I was looking good. I was like, yo, who's in charge, man? I was like, oh, no, over here. I was like, what's going on, man? Yo, listen, I'm going to present him with an award. I want you guys to record it. And they were like, all right, yeah, just give us a minute. We're setting up. So they set up, and they were like, yo, we're ready for you. And
wow.
And then I presented him the award. And then the guy was like, the guy who was like in charge, he was like, hey, listen, we don't record, we don't we don't have final edit. We just record it and we send it to the editor.
We send it out. Yeah.
So he was like, we're not guaranteeing you that's gonna make it. And I was like, all right. In my head, I'm like, yo, it has to make it. It has to make it.
And not only that, you had choice words, bro.
Yeah.
It was like I'm watching you speak, and I'm like, yo, this guy. It's like you knew you was like the light, like it just hit you. The wolf side just hit you.
Yo, it was crazy, man. I was like, oh shit. I gave it to him, yo, and he
got choked up. Both of y'all, like a little
bit. You know what's funny? I didn't get choked up. I know it like when you watch the video, it looks like I got choked up. But what happened was
in a good way, though, not in a bad way.
No. I know you, man. No. I was talking. I didn't realize I was sick at that moment.
Oh,
yo, when I got back, so my throat, as I was talking kind of loud. My throat was drying up. So my throat at the end started drying up. And then I gave him the award. And I didn't make nothing of it. When I rewatch it, mad people hit me up like, damn, like you even got emotional. That was
Yeah.
fire.
I
was like, I ain't get emotional. I rewatch it. I'm like, yeah, I remember my throat was going dry, and I was like,
wow,
oh man. But
everybody felt it like you did though, so it tricked us.
Nah, but you see what I'm saying? It worked out. It worked out.
Man.
Like that shit was like.
I don't know no YouTuber, journalist, or guys on YouTube that cover boxing never been in a no access. If you could remind me, I don't.
And if they have been, it's kind of like them asking a boxer a question. Never something like that.
Never like a moment for y'all. So that was pretty.
Yeah, that like they'll be like, oh yeah, oh, how do you feel about the the catch weight or something? Maybe they'll end up in the clip that way. But as far as like, they literally put my name in there. They put my name wrong, but
I wish it would have put your hashtag too. I don't know if they did.
I think it said YouTube host Broadway Joel Rivera. And I was like, where did Rivera come from?
At least they put Broadway.
I'm like, I'll take it. I'll take it, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, hit me up, like, oh shit. Like a lot of people that like, they don't even know I was out there. They were like, yo, like you ended up on Showtime. I was just watching because I'm a boxing fan. Like,
so how did you find out?
I watched it live like everybody. I was waiting.
Oh, so it caught you live.
Yeah, I went, and then and I was like, because I was trying to see if I made the cut. I was like, when does it come out? Oh, it came out like on a Friday or something, or Saturday. I don't remember. I think it was.
Oh, you didn't see it? You didn't see it live?
No, I did see it live.
Okay.
So I went and I was waiting, and then I was like, I saw it, and then towards the end, I hear my voice, and I'm like, yo, I made the cut. And then once this happened, I started screaming. I was like, let's go.
You was with somebody?
No, I was by myself. I was at work. I was on break at work. I was on break, and I was like, all right, let me see. I was like, it's getting towards the end. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I made it. And then boom, it came out. But
how
yeah,
does your father feel, man? About your father, how does he feel about the success that you're having now in your niche and because I know he put a lot of the seeds in you, introducing you to the sport. I know it has to be pretty neat to see the access you have now to all the Dominican.
I'm gonna answer that right now. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
And that's good. That's good. I'm gonna get over.
Don't leave.
All right.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question, my pops is proud, man. My pops is proud. It was and I'm glad I'm making him proud because, like, I'm what I do for a living. I make good money. You know what I'm saying, but it's not what I went to school for. This is what I went to school for. So a lot of times, I felt like he would be like, damn, like you got a college degree and you're not doing much with it. Like, what's up, man? And it's not that I'm a bum. I'm making good money. You know what I'm saying? I make good money. I'm not stressing it. Not that I'm a millionaire, but you know what I mean. So I'm like,
I know, man. I saw the range you had outside Park when I picked you.
Yeah. Nah.
We make it happen, man. To live in this area, you gotta work. You gotta make some money to live where we live at. In the area, the tri-state area.
Yeah, no. So he was just like, he's real proud, especially, when he's talking amongst his peers. He's like, my son doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So that's one thing that I like, man. That I can make my dad happy and proud. That's a dope feeling, man. Really dope.
It is, man. Oftentimes we look at our fathers as our heroes and role models. So when they get now be proud of their kid is special. Listen, I went on PBC website and Puello's still on the card.
Nah, he's off the card.
Yeah, Peter, they have his name there. Okay.
Yeah. Peter, what's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
How's everything, bro?
Everything is good, man. I mean, well, not everything is good. I'm waiting for Hector Luis Garcia out.
I know that, but I'm being sad about Alberto Puello, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's an unfortunate situation. But that's something that happens in the sport, man. Unfortunately, I'm not happy about it, but what can you do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Is
they know that
We had two.
they know that they cannot do it, but I don't know why they're doing it then. So
My
remember,
thing is this. My thing is this. Strip him. Don't let him. Don't give him the opportunity to earn the title, but at least let him fight Rolly. At least do like the Valdez situation. But I guess it's a different sanctioning body, so don't give him the opportunity to earn the title. At least let him fight Rolly. Do like the Valdez situation. But I guess it's a different sanctioning body. So.
not my bad. I have somebody trying to get a hold of him, somebody from his team. So my bad, guys. I ain't trying to be rude, but I'm trying to get this guy on. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, definitely, definitely. That's what we're here for. I mean, we would like to hear your voice too, but
No, I get it. No, but yeah, I was disappointed with the Pollo situation. Hopefully, he doesn't get his belt taken away. But if he does, the
is the
sanction body gonna do what they gotta
WBA still undecided about what they're gonna do?
do. Yeah, they're still undecided. They're taking into account. I guess he submitted some paperwork or something like that about a procedure he had or something. I'm not quite sure what the details are
He
as far
couldn't
as.
have kids. His wife
No,
never
no, no,
got
no. I
pregnant
know
or something
that.
like
I'm
that.
saying I'm not so sure as far as the details as to what's the process, what's going on, or what's the decision they're gonna make. Hopefully, they don't take away the belt, but if they do, that's
You
what can you do?
imagine though, at last minute,
Joel,
no, he could fight for the belt. You
No, no, no,
imagine
no.
it?
He's definitely not fighting. Rolly is off the table.
That's off the table.
If the WBA tells him he gets to keep his belt,
So
I
if the
think
WA rules for him to keep his belt, what happens?
he won't be able to fight until he tests out, like meaning that. So he'll stay testing until that substance is out of his system, if I'm not
Uh,
mistaken, and then he'll be able to schedule a fight and fight and defend his title. But we'll see. We'll see.
thank you,
Joel,
thank you.
Yes, sir.
if you talk to Michelle Rivera and Puello, tell them not to take our interview with Algarete. They were making jokes. They said that they called Domini doping. It was laughing at they were laughing at them, like making jokes. And I spoke to
Wow,
Michelle's father, so I don't know if he told him, but if I were them, I wouldn't take an interview.
that's what
Yeah,
happens in
whatever,
the
man.
sport.
I honestly, I'm not. I'm like that's not even something that like I even pay attention to. Some people were telling me that they were talking about them and talking about me. That's fine. If yeah, that's sweat off my back. But
Instead of supporting them, Spanish people, they like
whatever, man.
crap,
It's
bro.
not. No. It's
Where
not
they
even
from?
that.
They Puerto Rican, huh? Sound like
Yeah,
I think
Algarete
original.
is Puerto Rican.
That's
Yeah, I
fine. I mean,
mean,
hey, man. Everybody has their own opinion and their own channel to do whatever they want. If that's how they want to go
that's
about
true.
it, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but not that didn't take the interview. What I'm saying. So,
Yeah, I mean,
but
I don't follow their channel like that. I don't think they do interviews like that. I don't know.
yeah, he did an interview with to Michelle a long time ago. I saw him.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, like I said,
We're
whatever,
freedom of press at the end of the day, so
whatever.
you
He does
know.
whatever he wants on his channel. God bless him.
Mm.
This, yo no estoy aquí a bochinchar. You know what I'm saying? I talk boxing, bro. But anyways,
So what's next, man?
next we got Carlos Adames. As far as the Dominican, that's the only guy who has a fight lined up. Uh, uh,
Damn, I can't believe my boy doesn't have a fight lined up yet, man.
who? Michelle?
Nah, De Los Santos, man.
Yo, that shit is crazy, son. I've done had his promoter on. I done had him on. I done talked to his manager in private. Yo, he can't get a
That
fight.
shit hurt. That shit
Nah,
hurt. It's like
and watch Rayo get another fight before De Los Santos.
you gotta lose like he did to even get an opportunity.
Yo, he
It's
did too
crazy.
good. He did too good.
They scare,
Yo, bro, shit is crazy.
Think about it like this.
No, and my thing is with PBC. I don't know what's going on with Frank Martin versus De Los Santos. Why is that not a fight that can be made? I need somebody to explain that to me.
That will be a good fight, though. I think De Los Santos have more power than him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen,
I think it's not an easy fight. I think De Los Santos fares well against him. I think De Los Santos is gonna crack because Martin is not a crazy defensive fighter. He could get hit. We got it.
All right, so apparently they said give him 15 minutes, but they Dominican. I don't know. They 15 minutes.
maybe
maybe
2
a
hours.
half hour. I don't know. And I see nobody 92 is asking if De Los Santos is a free agent. No, he's not a free agent. He's signed to Samson Lukowitz, who does business. He does business with PBC. He's not a PBC fighter, meaning like he's not signed to Al Heyman, but all of Samson fighters fight on Showtime, so that's their business dealings. But yeah, I don't understand how is it you knock somebody out, or knock two people out in sensational fashion back to back. He fought 3 times last year, and then
all undefeated guys.
All undefeated. You took 1 loss and then came back with 2 fucking fantastic KOs, made a statement to the point where now it's like, yo, I'm just sitting around.
A bunch of Mexican fighters want to see him because they like his fighting style too.
Yeah,
like,
man.
We can't wait to see this guy. This
yo,
puto.
Es el Cuco.
Who is this puto? They're like, who is this puto? De Los Santos.
Yo le puse el Cuco, the boogeyman of the lightweight division, man. I don't know. Nobody seems in a rush to fight him. Nobody's crazy. Raising their hand. He out here making memes on Instagram, doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Calling people out, trolling Shakur, trolling.
If Pitbull would have never got a fight with Tank, these are the type of fights he would have had to take to make a name for himself. He just got lucky because what's the name dropped. Yep. Broly had a situation and got presented with a name and did well. I mean, he didn't get knocked out against Tank in a fight. Because those are the type of fighters he would have to fight to get a title shot at Tank. He wasn't even a thought of in that division.
But the thing is, like, he got the opportunity because Rolly, he was on the undercard, and like you said, Rolly got he got accused of rape or some sexual assault. I don't remember what it was, but it was something with like something along those lines. So they pulled him out and they put Pitbull in. He has a close decision loss to Tank.
That's true. We got to be true. We got to say the truth. It was close.
But like, yo, since then you fight 2 featherweights and you think like you the shit.
I'm shocked PBC even took those opponents. I'm shocked they even, you know how a fight gets presented to a network and a network, okay, to even take Gamboa, like, damn. I can understand because of the name, but that other dude had no business in the ring with him.
No, neither one of them. Yo,
neither one.
Yo, bro, Gamboa is washed, dried, and washed again, bro. Like, that dude should have never been in the ring with Pitbull Cruz. Like, yo, and if you want to say, yo, Pitbull not gonna fight De Los Santos because De Los Santos is not a name, I'll give you that. But when Shakur and Ryan make you offers and you turn those down, I don't want to hear shit from you, bro.
And Michelle too, because Michelle was
Michelle, yeah.
Michelle was very hot before the Frank Martin lost.
Yeah, like, yo, bro, you a duck, bro. You don't want to fight Michelle. You don't want to fight Ryan. You don't want to fight Shakur. The only people you want to fight are people who weigh 126 pounds or Tank. Like, motherfucker, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I hope Tank never gives him a rematch. I hope Tank goes and fights Frank Martin, fights Haney, Lomachenko.
Keep his ass dry.
I think they're
and just
talking
goes,
about
yo,
that.
I don't know, and just leaves him out and have him keep fighting bums and bums and bums to the point where he's irrelevant, or maybe one of those bums lands a nice lucky punch and knocks him out. Like, yo, that dude is horrible for boxing, man. Like you're not trying to earn your way into the sport. Like you out there like I had a close loss. I deserve a rematch. And until then, I'm not fighting anybody who's even decent. Clown shit.
And managing probably agreeing with him, like, yeah, I don't want to lose my ticket. Because if you think about it, who other fighter does that manager have? They don't have no other big fighter.
Nah, his promoter, Sean Gibbons, they got a few fighters, but my point is, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know.
Who Sean Gibbons have?
He has what's that 122 pounder, the Filipino kid?
Oh,
Casemiro. He has I was gonna say Oshaki.
I thought Manny Pacquiao was his promoter.
Yeah, and Sean Gibbons is his
business partners.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He has a few fighters. I can't name off the top of my head. The only other one I know off the top of my head is Casemiro.
What about the other Filipino fighter that just lost to Reyes? Is he part of Manny Pacquiao? Yeah,
I think he is too. Yeah. So he has fighters. But yeah, Pitbull's a clown, bro. Pitbull don't deserve.
But Pitbull Cruz, the last fight that he has, the guy was 126 pounds, and you know who beat him? Claudio Marrero beat that guy.
126 pounds? No.
Yo, and that's with him wearing Timbs, soaking wet with jeans and shit.
Yo.
Yeah, Eduardo Ramirez, he's a 126 pound, you know, and they went up to 130, then 135.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Pitbull's a clown. By the way, this Monday, a matter of fact, since I'm on here, we waiting for Hector. I might as well tell y'all these stories. Yo, this Monday, I'm on Instagram and I get a notification like, oh, somebody mentioned you. Hold on a second. Al de lo mío, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, guys? What's goody, man?
Tranquilo. Let me finish your story, and then I want your opinion on a few things. But I get a notification. I'm on IG. I get a notification, and I'm like, it's like somebody mentioned me in the Instagram live. I go, is Edwin de los Santos and Jan Santana, and they talking. I join, and we start talking. Then Erickson Garcia hops on, and then Jan Santana hops off. And then Carlos Adames hops on. So it's me, Erickson Garcia, Edwin de los Santos from like 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. on Instagram Live just talking. We talking boxing. We doing all types.
I like those lives. I love those lives. You guys should do them more often. They're very organic.
It was dope.
And people start following you that never knew you just from
I gained like 10 followers off
that. You should continue to do that, George. You don't really do that much.
I'm a Twitter guy. That's what it is. I'm really a Twitter guy. Like I'll be mad active on. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll be active like crazy, talking. Shit, putting out content.
Yeah, those lives are very crucial.
I'm more of a Twitter guy, but I gotta get more busy on the
especially with Hector Luis, Michelle Rivera. These guys got over 100K. Each of them, even your boy Elvin has over 100K.
I just looked at Hector Luis Garcia Instagram followers. It went down. He got 90K now.
Probably because he's been doing a lot of. I meant to tell you, he's been talking a lot about that loss that Garcia took, and I could have did better. Oh, this, that, and the third. And I thought it was a little bit like, come on now.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, Did you see it?
I saw it.
Yeah, a lot of
stuff. Hold on, Al, dime, ve, ¿qué lo que, mi hermano?
Nothing much, chilling, man. Just, tuning into your show, and estamos activos aquí, man.
Esperando.
Yeah, man. I heard Pitbull Cruz is gonna fight Rigondeaux, man. I'm joking.
Yo me imagino.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Take it too.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
Yeah, man, he's looking for them fights, man. He's looking for them boxes that they're affiliated with AARP, man. Lo viejo.
He's like, yo, 126. I need to go lighter, man. I need to go lighter.
He hasn't fought in a year almost, right?
Who?
Pitbull.
No, Pitbull. He fought the same day as De Los Santos last fought. That was in September.
He fought on that card.
Yeah, he fought.
Oh, yeah, they did.
He was the co-main event. He was the co-main event. But yeah, nah, he trying to go light, man. He trying to go motherfuckers on diets and shit.
That's good.
Yeah. Any good fights on that Canelo on the card?
Yeah, there's one fight at 140. There's Steve Spark versus Valenzuela. That's a good fight.
Steve Spark is on the undercard?
Yeah, Steve Spark is on that undercard.
Nice.
He's fighting a Mexican called Valenzuela, who's a big puncher. He has a couple losses.
I don't even know who that guy is. Steve Sparks. Who is this guy?
He's the one that beat. He was beating Montana Love and he got thrown out the ring.
Yeah.
I thought they was gonna give him a rematch.
Oh yeah, he was whooping Montana.
Yeah.
I think
that was the best thing.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him.
That was the best thing.
Like in 2-3 rounds.
Best thing that happened to Montana.
Yo, what's bad about Montana Love is he got so much swag. I feel like if he was actually good, he could have became a pay-per-view star. He had really cool ring entrances. He got that shtick with the dog. He dresses real nice. I thought he had all the ingredients to be like a pay-per-view star. He's just not that good. Like
you gotta win. You gotta win.
The guy he's fighting, the guy Steve Spark is fighting, Valenzuela, fought Montana Love and dropped him hard. This guy can crack. That's a really, really good fight.
I think I know who he is. Yeah. They fought like 2 years ago, right? It was like 2 years ago.
It was something like that.
He dropped them early. I think it was.
But he dropped him hard.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I know. I seen that fight.
Yeah, I want to know. What city is he from? Is he related to Rayo Valenzuela?
Hey, bro, wait. Haney Lomachenko is this month, right?
Yeah, May 20th. So in exactly
that's right there.
17 days.
I think it's a 50-50 fight, to be honest with you.
I haven't gave up on Lomachenko. A lot of people gave up on him. I don't know why.
If Loma fight the same way he used to fight, he can beat Haney.
Yeah.
But
I already said it. If the referee takes points away from Haney for holding or tells him to stop holding, because Lomachenko's arms is short. He know he's coming in. Loma's coming in. Loma's not going to fight him from the outside. Loma always fights in and out, in and out.
Yeah. Loma, I think Loma has a chance, like you mentioned, the clinching. And I think he has to be aggressive. He can't milk the rounds. Like, he can't start like in the 5th, 6th round. No. He has to start from round 1 and go to the body. He's an underrated body puncher. He has to go to the body early and stop Haney's movement. And I think I won't be surprised, man, if he takes him out, man. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think listen. If Lomachenko was younger, I would pick Lomachenko, but he's not. So I'm taking Haney, but I do think this is a close fight. I see people saying like, "Oh, Haney gonna blow this guy out. Haney's nice, Haney," and I'm not saying Haney's a bum, but like he does fade in fights. And what's interesting, right? He tends to fade the last 3-4 rounds in fights, and Lomachenko tends to turn up the last 3-4 rounds. And he's a good body puncher. So I want to see if he can break Haney down and then do damage in those last 3-4 rounds. And also, I don't know if Top Rank just gonna allow those belts.
All those belts to just go away. If it's a
I don't know. Maybe you hear 119, 109. You're like 119, 109.
If it's a close fight, it's going to Loma, brother.
That's the only thing. I'm like, I'm not touching this fight. I'm not betting on it. I'm just watching as a fan. But
this is Haney's last fight.
Let's see. Haney better get a stoppage.
And Haney's not knocking nobody out. So
I think they're gonna make it fair because I don't think Haney's gonna jump ship. They're probably gonna have him fight Shakur, and then or they could try to make a Teal fight at 140 if Teal beats Taylor. You know, so there's a lot of options for Haney. You know, but I actually doubt if Teal beats Haney.
I don't like.
I mean, if Teal beats Taylor, I doubt it.
Teal doesn't beat Taylor or Haney. He doesn't beat either one of them. And
Yeah.
and if he fights Haney, I think Haney might stop him, bro.
Nah, I think Haney like, yeah, he has no power, man.
Nah, man. The reason why I say that,
mentally.
No, I think his jab is so sharp. I think he could hit him, catch him, cut him, frustrate him, and start landing his shots at will. And he's much taller and controls the distance much better than Teofimo Lopez. I wouldn't bet it, but I wouldn't dismiss it. That would be like a nice thing where you're like, oh, he may get that stoppage.
It's interesting to see who Weston is going to fight next. So, Gervonta. That's very interesting right now.
Yeah,
please, no Cruz.
I want to see him fight the winner of Loma and Haney. That's what makes sense, I think. For me.
I would love to see him and Loma, man, because him and Loma are small, both small guys. Haney just, I don't like his fighting style, man. It makes for a boring fight sometimes, bro. It really does, bro. I can't stomach watching Haney. I really can, bro.
The thing is with Haney is, he just kind of, I mean, if we're going by his last two performances, he just kind of cruised to the win. Now, I thought his Jojo Diaz fight was a bit entertaining. I thought the fight with Linares was entertaining. Now the fight with Gamboa, now that shit was a stinker. I was like, and then he was trying to go on and defend, like, well, you know,
that's when I knew Gamboa was done.
Look at Tank's face after Gamboa. Look at my face, and it's like, bro, like, look at my eyes, bro. I was sleeping during your fight. At least with the Tank fight, I was awake. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That performance really.
I don't even know. I don't even know if they're gonna get over 10,000 people. You think so?
I mean, I don't know. This is an undisputed fight with a local from.
They should have had that fight in New York.
For real, they missed the bag. Hold on, Polo. You don't come in here trying to defend Pitbull's bum ass.
No, I'm not defending him, man. It's too much. Yeah, but you're right. But I was gonna ask you. So you don't give Teofimo any chance of beating Taylor?
I mean, I give him a puncher's chance, but I think Taylor got that, man. I think Taylor's too big.
You think so?
When is that fight? When is that fight?
I don't know, bro.
June
10th.
Oh, wow.
That's the same day as Bumgia.
I don't even know how that guy.
Hey, bro,
that guy's milking.
Man. Come on now.
Yo, think about it. Yo, guys, think about it. If you're a fighter, they're paying you to take the least opposition and to make money. Look at what Regis did. You think he did? Regis about to get paid over there on that side of things. And he doesn't have to go through the worst opposition.
He better stay away from Hitchens. He better stay away from Richards and Hitchens.
Oh yeah, that's
I saw him fighting with Regis Mendez though, and I didn't like the way that I saw him.
He's developed a lot since.
Oh
then.
yeah, that fight was close.
Yeah,
right?
No,
that
I
fight
agree.
was like a split decision. Yeah, he didn't look good at that fight, bro.
Well, one, I feel like he's developed a lot more since then, and two, Regis Mendez is a very, very crafty fighter, like uncomfortable.
Old veteran.
Yeah, old veteran. He's just uncomfortable to fight. Like, it's not necessarily that he's like a world beater. And he was,
bro, how come the guy that had
what's up?
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, his next fight, he fights that guy that had a close fight with Alberto, and he got stopped. So it's like, you think it's a style? You think he just wasn't ready for that kind of opponent? Because the same guy that fought Mario Barrios too, he stopped Mendez his next fight.
Yeah, but the thing is that like
Mendez 10 years, Mendez like 7 years past his prime.
Yeah, no, and it's not so much about Mendez. It's about Hitchens wasn't fully developed then. Like, you get what I'm saying? Fucking Teofimo got dropped in his pro debut. You get what I'm saying? Like, shit happens when you're on the come up. Like, you have tough fights. Like I remember
Andre Ward got dropped by what was his name? Boone.
Darnell Boone.
Darnell
Yeah,
Boone.
he got
Darnell
dropped.
Boone.
And he was hurt.
He
Too.
was hurt.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was.
he was.
He
I
was
think he
hurt.
lost to. I think he lost
He
to
was
Collazo
hurt.
too. If you watch that fight,
You thought he lost to who?
Collazo. I think Louis beat him. Louis should be the first one guy to beat him. I think he beat him in that fight. I think Luis Collazo when he fought Berto beat him in that fight.
Berto. No,
Oh yeah, that was that.
He should have been the first one to beat him, not Victor Ortiz.
I agree. I actually did think Louis Collazo won that fight. That was a good fight too. That was
an entertaining fight. Oh man,
that was a good fight. I gotta
those
rewatch
fights.
that.
You never forget fight like that. There's no losers in fights like that when you think about it. Because both of the guys' stocks
fight
go
was
up.
Actually, kind of good, but
what's up, Polo? You said something?
Luis Collazo versus Amir Khan. Even though, yeah, I said Amir Khan versus Luis Collazo. I mean, Amir Khan dominated, but Collazo hurt him. Nah, bro, those final 3 were like he hurt Amir Khan.
Yeah, but
I don't remember that fight, to be honest with you, man.
Khan was yeah.
Yo,
I think he beat
that was the Canelo and Mayweather.
Amir Khan went on a run.
Yeah,
that was Guerrero, bro. That was Maidana. That was Maidana.
Oh, no,
that was the
Maidana. Under the Canelo Mayweather. Canelo Mayweather. Yo, it was Lucas Matisse versus Danny Garcia.
Oh man, that was exciting. Yeah.
I lost money on Matisse, man. I had Matisse. I lost money.
I told everyone that's the fight of before it started because there was so much hype behind these two fighters. They were the best, 1 and 2 in the division. Matisse was knocking everybody out. Oh, Garcia also was knocking people out.
No, and I remember like Matisse was the favorite. I was like, yo, hell no.
Yeah, how Danny gonna stand behind those? Yeah.
Yo, I was like Danny Garcia. I was picking Danny Garcia. The reason why I was picking Danny Garcia is because sometimes there's 2 reasons. One, Matisse would reach with his punches, and then sometimes he would do that bow and arrow thing where he would go like that. Like as he's jabbing, he's bringing his hand down. And I'm like, yo, Danny got a really good left hook. You keep doing that shit, eventually he's going to land. It was a tough fight. Danny lost the point for fucking a low blow, but then he got that point back when he dropped him to the body. I was like, yo, that was the fight. Now,
bro, you know he was losing the first like 5 rounds.
I don't remember.
He was losing the first 5 rounds. Remember, like he was down on the cut.
Yeah, Matisse was up the first round and his eyes closed up.
At first.
Yeah.
Like 5.
No, and that body shot was nasty when he dropped him. Boom.
Like, Danny had an interesting career because he never really got like washed out by nobody. Well, the Aerosmith fight, but he's the type of guy to still fill up.
Mauricio Herrera.
He lost that fight.
He lost that fight, man. That was a gift. Definitely.
Yo, after that fight, do y'all remember? After that fight, he went down. He went down like he was never the same. Like after the Herrera fight, he fought Paulie Malignaggi, Lamont Peterson, and then he fought Rob Salka. Remember they were dissing him because he took that fight? Like, why are you fighting a dude ranked 144 in the world?
Why did you take Rob Salka?
Cherry. Yeah, that's what they were calling him, Cherry, the Cherry Daddy.
Yeah, but he still made a lot of money with PBC out here, man.
Right,
even with Golden Boy.
Hold on.
Let's go.
He's about to hop on soon. We could keep talking until he hops on, but he's about to hop on.
Great.
He already spoke.
He started with Golden Boy. That's when he was in his prime. Like,
Golden Boy gave him Golden Boy was the one that really gave him a platform because he put him against the Mexican Warrior that fought Barrera. Gave him twice that fight. They had 2 tremendous fights.
They gave him Kondo Hall.
Nobody just gets Morales. Great Joel. Nobody just get Morales. They gave him Morales twice.
Well, who got Morales? Danny Garcia. At 140. At 140.
That's a great platform to build your career on top of.
Yeah. That's he made his name off those 2 wins. He beat
Khan when he knocked out
Khan, and then he beat Morales again. That's how it went,
right? What was this? Oh, damn.
Yo, who got that dog back there, man?
Sorry, man.
Throw some food aside.
Your mic, bro.
What was his first breakout fight?
Well, his first title shot was against Morales.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. No,
I
no,
thought
it
it
was
was
Amir
Khan. I thought it was
Khan.
Khan. It
No,
was
no,
Amir
no,
Khan.
no.
Nah,
It was
nah.
no, it was Amir Khan. No, it was Amir Khan.
No, it
He
wasn't,
beat
bro.
bro. I can look it up. It wasn't Morales. That was for the WBC unification. Because remember, he fought Amir Khan and took his belt. Remember, it was Amir Khan.
Oh no, see, come on, man. You are the casual, man. You got who's the host here, man? Listen to
I'm
the
gonna look it
host.
up. Hold on.
Listen to the host, bro. I said, if I'm not mistaken, he fought this dude for a vacant WBC belt. Morales. Yeah, exactly. He fought Morales for a vacant WBC, and then he unified with the WBA belt that Khan had, and then he beat Eric Morales, then beat Zab Judah, then beat Lucas Matisse. That's a decent resume, but he fought Mauricio Herrero in Puerto Rico and got a gift decision. He lost that fight. I don't care what anybody tells me. He lost that fight.
Yeah, he definitely lost that fight.
But to be fair, bro, a lot of those guys were kind of old, like Kendall Hall, Eric Morales. Like the guy that you could say at 140 was Matisse and Amir Khan, but the other guys they were old, bro. Like Colton Morales, and I think he fought Nate Campbell.
Yeah, they
What
were all
about Judah?
washed. They were all,
What about
they were all
Judah?
washed. Judah
You know
was washed
something I've
already.
noticed, guys, and you guys probably
Oh
can
man,
relate.
Judah was washed.
Everybody's road to contention and to championship level is not the same road. Paulie Malignaggi talks a lot about that. Some people's road is way harder. He's Puerto Rican. He had a name already. He had a swag to them. Some people's roads are harder. And Broadway, we've been saying this a lot about the Dominican fighters. A lot of fighters got to go through hell to get a title.
Hold on. I think I got. Oh, all right. I got Hector on, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys.
We're gonna hop back in. Go ahead.
Tato.
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll hop back in. All right, for sure.
All right. Héctor, ¿cómo está mi hermano?
Hola, hermanito, ¿qué tal? Disculpa, oye, te pido mil disculpas.
No, está bien. Esto, las cosas pasan en esta vida. Tú siempre has sido 100 conmigo. Un error no es nada.
Sí, que no estaba en casa, no, aún no había llegado. Cuando yo te dije, yo le estaba dando mantenimiento a la guagua.
No hay problema. Primeramente, muchas gracias por estar en el programa. Tú sabes que tú siempre estás bienvenido aquí. Muchas gracias. Primeramente, quería saber, después de esa pelea con Gervonta, ¿cómo ha cambiado tu vida? Claro, te pagaron una bolsa bien, me imagino. ¿Qué tanto ha cambiado tu vida?
Bueno, para mí es un estilo de vida normal, pero en lo económico, claro, obviamente son peleas que cuestan, ¿me entiendes? Y realmente trabajamos para eso, para enfrentar grandes batallas. Y así como son grandes batallas también, en la parte económica cambia mucho la cosa.
He said, honestly, well, the question was how after getting a big paycheck after fighting Tank, how has your life changed? And his response was, well, to be honest, like I live a normal life. But has my life changed economically? Yes. As fighters, we go and we strive to get these big fights. But as you get these big fights, you hoping for a big payday, and that's exactly what happened. Okay. So you just got a big payday. And, sometimes people say that Dominicans, once they get paid, like the hunger leaves and they no longer hunger. They're no longer hungry to strive more in the sport. Is that the case? Or are you still hungry to achieve more in the boxing game? Muchos dicen que cuando un dominicano le den un cheque bueno, que como que se le va la hambre y ya no quiere como buscar más en el deporte porque ya ellos sienten que cumplieron con ese primer cheque. ¿Tú sigues con hambre en este deporte?
Claro que sí, que sigo con hambre. Aunque te digo, si yo cuando yo culmine, voy a perdón, voy a parar por el tiempo que tengo en boxeo, ¿me entiendes? Y con buen estado de salud. Sabes que el boxeo, los boxeadores se van madurando poco a poco, se van mermando poco a poco, y eso con el tiempo le puede causar problemas. Y yo no por lo económico, sino que también la salud está primero antes que nada. Y también que tú sabes que tenemos todos boxeadores peleamos con un objetivo, no solamente por la bolsa, sino también por ganar el combate. ¿Me entiendes? Porque si tú ganas el combate, ya tú sabes que para la próxima pelea te viene una bolsa mejor, ¿me entiendes? O mejores oportunidades, y también tú puedes, porque tú puedes hacer cualquier inversión que te pueda asegurar un estilo de vida, que tú puedas tener una vida adecuada para el futuro. Toda tu vida tú no la vives del boxeo cogiendo golpes, ni dando golpes.
Okay. So he said, you know, that as a fighter matures and gets older, you know, you have to be more and more conscious of your health. And, you know, as you're in the sport, you want to make smart investments. You want to make sure you're taken care of after you retire. And that health is always first when it comes to his decision making. Okay. So it's been 4 months since you've been in the United States. You've been in 4 months over there in the Dominican Republic. When will you be back in Vegas? Because I want you back already. I'll be honest with you. Tú tienes ya 4 meses ya en la República Dominicana después de tu pelea. ¿Cuándo es que tú vuelves para Las Vegas? Porque en verdad yo te quiero allá entrenándote, preparándote con Voz Santo. ¿Cuándo es que tú vas a volver allá?
Bueno, ya muy pronto estaré sintonizando mi próxima pelea. Ya en este mes, lo más seguro que ya me estén dando un autoaviso de lo próximo que se avecina. Sabe que yo venía como rápido así, pues también me dieron un tiempecito para que yo me organice, reflexione, me relaje un poco, ¿me entiendes? Aunque yo siempre me he mantenido haciendo mi rutina, no con vista a pelea, ¿me entiendes? Sino para mantener mi tono muscular activo, mi forma competitiva y eso. Y estaré muy pronto por La Vega, por allá por donde Voz Santo, como tú dijiste.
He says that currently that like his team told him, like, you know, to go take, you know, and enjoy himself in the Dominican Republic, reflect on things, but he thinks he'll be in back in Las Vegas sometime this month, and that yeah, that once he gets a fight set up, he'll have more of an idea as to when he's going back to Vegas. But that while he's been in the Dominican Republic, he still have been doing his routine. He's still been there trying to maintain, you know, his muscle mass and trying to stay ready. He goes, not with the fight in mind, just more so just staying ready, just to be in shape. Okay. So you became champion already, and I know that's kind of like the dream of a fighter when he goes pro. I want to become world champion. What is your goal from here on out, like, to accomplish in this sport? El sueño de todos los peleadores es ser campeón mundial. Ya tú lograste eso de ser campeón mundial. ¿Cuál es el meta ahora siguiendo tu carrera?
Bueno, mi próxima meta es defender mi título y seguir escalando. Defender mi título con honor, ¿entiendes? Representar mi país, ponerle mi bandera en alto y seguir escalando. Porque realmente, como tú dices, todo el sueño de un boxeador es ser como desde principiante, como ser olímpico, campeón mundial, es el orgullo de todos los peleadores.
Okay. He says that you know, his goal now is to defend his title, to represent his country, and you know, because, you know, a lot of times, you know, the goal of a fighter is either to become an Olympian or Olympic gold medalist or or become a world champion. He's accomplished that, but he will definitely wants to defend his title. What would mean more to you? Unifying your title with another belt, another champion, or winning titles in multiple divisions? ¿Cuál logro te interesa más? ¿Unificar tu título o ser campeón en otra división?
Como todo depende de las oportunidades. O sea, me conviene unificar. O sea, me conviene. Me gustaría unificar y luego ser campeón en otra categoría.
He goes, honestly, it just depends on the opportunity that presents himself. If the opportunity presents himself that, I can be unified, then that would be awesome. And as well as moving up in weight and becoming a champion in another division, the opportunity comes up, then that's a good opportunity. How easy do you make 130? How easy do you make the weight? ¿Qué tanto te cuesta hacer la 130?
Bueno, no me cuesta tanto. No me cuesta tanto porque para eso me tomo mi tiempo para hacerlo. Me tomo mi tiempo en el campamento con mínimo 2 meses, 15 días, y yo estoy ready para el peso. Malo es cuando se hace el peso de la noche a la mañana. Eso es lo que te puede decir, lo que te afecta más en tu cuerpo, en tu físico. Pero si defiendo mi título ahora y si hay una unificación lo hago, pero luego va a subir a 135.
Okay. He says that making weight is somewhat easy. If he has a training camp of 2 months and 2 months and a half, he'll be able to make the weight. It's sometimes when it gets difficult to make weight is when you're trying to make the weight the day before. That's when it gets real difficult for you to make the weight. But he goes, he makes it fine, but he does plan on moving up in weight at some point in his career. I'll be honest with you. I want you to stay at 130. I feel like that's a division you can dominate and possibly become undisputed. I think it's a tough division, but it's a division where I like you. I feel like people are more your size, as well as the competition is not, as much as it is at 135, to be honest with you. Yo en verdad quiero que tú te quedes en la 130, en verdad, porque yo encuentro que es una división que te conviene en el sentido que tú puedes unificar, y digo yo que tú tienes la oportunidad de salir indiscutible si te quedas en esa división, porque no una división así tan difícil como la 135.
Sí. ¿Qué pasa? Que yo toda mi vida me lo he pasado bajando de peso, ¿tú me entiendes? Entonces, puede ser que te traiga un desgaste físico. Pues si usted fija, cuando ya el boxeador sabe boxeo, lo único que necesita es prepararse, estar en óptimas condiciones para el combate. Y más con la trayectoria que yo he tenido, ¿me entiendes? Que no es que vine a profesional de la noche a la mañana y me hice campeón, no. Yo tengo una trayectoria de amateur, de aficionado, y toda mi vida ha sido bajando de peso. Y bajando de peso, y cada vez y entonces, y subiendo de categoría. Pues yo, reinando, he ido subiendo por categoría y he ido metiéndome atento a mí, como decimos nosotros.
¿Cuál era el peso tuyo en la Olimpiada?
56 kilos.
¿Cuánto es?
Y 123 libras.
Okay.
Y incluso me tenían para ese ciclo olímpico en 52 kilos. Y yo hablé con el entrenador y le dije al entrenador que me estaba costando mucho hacer 52 kilos. Si no, lo que me costaba más, ¿sabe qué era? La parte económica, porque lo que yo ganaba tenía que invertirlo en mí. Porque la comida que nos daban no era adecuada para un deportista de combate que baja de peso, ¿me entiendes? Entonces yo tenía que invertir ese dinero en mí, y el dinero a mí no me daba para otra cosa, ni para comprar ropa, era alimento. Entonces, si subía de categoría, ya iba a invertir menos, porque ya iba a ser menos lo que tenía que bajar de peso y lo que tenía que invertir en la alimentación. Y, 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 y entré como primera figura. O sea, no fue que entré así, que subí de categoría y entré, porque cuando subí de categoría, ahí habían 3 que estaban sembrados en 56 kilos. O sea, yo tuve que pasarle por encima a ellos para yo meterme. ¿Sabes cómo es? Entonces,
Sí.
en profesional, yo vengo de 126. En 126 tuvimos oportunidades, pero no se nos dieron, se cayeron, se rechazaron. Entonces, yo estaba esperando hacerme campeón en 126, pero por dichas razones, como te había dicho anterior, subí a la 130. ¿Me
Okay.
entiendes? Entonces subí a la 130, me coroné campeón mundial, peleé con los peleadores que me dieron la oportunidad, le gané, me hice campeón mundial. Entonces también puedo defender mi título, porque es un orgullo. Yo quiero sentirme orgulloso de que defendí mi título, ¿me entiendes? O unificar mi título y subir a la 135 y hacer también lo mismo. Porque yo en el entrenamiento yo me evalúo, yo hago sparring con 140, 35, hasta con 47. Entonces, ¿qué me cuesta a mí pelear en 135? No voy a estar atropellándome en sparring con gente que son que están en esa categoría por encima de la mía y que yo le llegue, que yo le haga bueno sparring, que le dé golpe. Entonces yo digo, pues en 135 me puedo coronar, pues ser campeón. Y lo demostré también ante Gervonta Davis, que puedo ser campeón, ¿me entiendes?
Okay. All right. He said that he does plan on defending his title because that's something that a champion he wants to do. But moving up in weight to 135 pounds isn't something like that he will be doing just from one night to the other. He's been making weight his whole life. He says that and that in the Olympics he fought at 123 pounds. And what's funny is that before that he fought in the weight class even below that, and he spoke to his his trainer, excuse me, telling him that he feels like it's that making that weight is costing him, that he needs to move up, and the fact that he needs to move up is what was more so due to economic reasons. He goes, like the food they were giving him wasn't necessarily what a sportsman should be eating. He said so the money he was getting from the national team, he was having it to spend it on food, that healthy food for him to eat to keep making the weight. So he said that he decided to move up in weight, and it wasn't like, oh, he just moved up in weight and he got that slot on the Dominican national team. He said there was 3 people ahead of him. So when he moved up in weight, he had to earn his shot and go through a tournament and beat those 3 guys to become the person at that 123 pounds that's going to represent the Dominican Republic. So he says that but in regards to the professional, he goes that he actively now he spars guys who are 130, 135, 140. He goes sometimes even 147. So he says if I could do that in sparring, like what makes you think I can't do that in the ring? And he goes, and if you saw my fight against Gervonta Davis, I proved that I belong in the ring at 135 and that I could become a world champion. I had a good showing in that fight. Okay. You currently have a mandatory against Lamont Roach. What is the status of that? What's up with that? Is that your next opponent? Tú actualmente la AMB dio un mandatorio de Lamont Roach. ¿Qué es lo que pasa con esa situación?
Bueno, mira, antes de responderte esa pregunta, voy a tener que hablar poco porque tú traduces bien. ¿Y cómo tú te grabas? Tú tienes una memoria. La memoria que tú tienes, porque tú te grabas. Yo te di un diálogo ahí largo y tú hablaste perfecto. Entonces, me va a tener que dar un poquito de ese chip para yo poderme también.
Tú sabes lo que yo estudié esto.
Wow.
Yo soy un profesional. Entonces hay muchos que hacen esto, compra una cámara, una computadora y creen que son igual que yo, pero yo de verdad estudié esto. Entonces, es una, por eso es que yo tengo ese talento, como quien
Sí,
dice.
porque a veces se pierden. A veces, de tanto que yo hablo en español, pues hay cosas que tú te pierdes, que no la puedes traducir porque se te van.
Sí.
¿Verdad que sí?
Exacto.
Pues
So, déjame traducir. So the first thing he interrupted me, he wanted to clarify. He goes, how is it that I told you that long ass response and you so good at translating that you translated everything? And I just told him, I was like, I'm a professional. There's a lot of people who just buy a camera and a laptop and they think we the same. We not the same. I'm a professional at this. Pero okay, sí, la respuesta de Lamont Roach, ¿cuál es la situación con AMB?
Bueno, pues esa pelea la AMB la puso mandatorio, pero aún no se ha determinado nada porque aún no me han confirmado o sea, no me han confirmado realmente si la pelea se va a hacer o no, ¿me entiendes? Pero yo creo que ya en este mes se va a estar determinando ese tema para defender mi título mundial.
Okay. He said that as of right now, nothing's been determined. He goes, he saw that that's the mandatory, but nothing's been set in stone. He wants to know, he goes that I'm sure clarification of what's going to happen this month is going to happen. Like we'll get an answer this month. All right. How much do you know of Lamont Roach? Are you familiar with him? Have you seen him fight? Do you know who he is? ¿Qué tanto tú conoces a Lamont Roach? ¿Tú lo has visto pelear? ¿Tú lo conoces?
No lo conozco, pero sí lo he visto pelear. Le he visto pelear, le he visto... no he visto pelear, le he visto highlight de él. ¿Me entiendes? Y me parece buen peleador y me parece que sería una buena pelea con él. Pero eso no lo determino yo, ¿me entiendes? Es el sistema. Yo peleo con quien sea. A mí me dicen, va a pelear con fulano, va a pelear para Irak. Y yo voy peleo en Irak. ¿Me entiendes? Porque a mí no me importa. Yo soy boxeador y estoy listo para lo que sea. Y tengo experiencia y que eso es lo que más me ayuda más y en mi profesión. Y tengo mucha, ¿qué te digo? Como filosofía y eso
Sí.
en el boxeo. Tú sabes que esto del boxeo es más psicológico que otra cosa, ¿me entiendes? Pero la preparación lo primordial es la preparación, estar mental y físicamente bien para poder ganar.
Okay. He said no, he has not seen him fight. He has seen highlights. He does look like a good fighter. But I'm a fighter who has a lot of experience, so like I'll be prepared for whatever he brings to the ring. I'm a fighter who has a high boxing IQ, and I'm the type of fighter that also will fight anybody, anywhere. He goes, they could tell me, hey, listen, your next fight is in Iraq, and I'll go to Iraq and I'll fight out there. But so he has not seen him fight. I heard that Lamont Roach and his father said that they're gonna knock you out if that fight happens. What are your thoughts on that when he says that? When you hear that? Yo he escuchado que el papá y Lamont Roach han dicho en una entrevista que cuando esa pelea se dé, que ellos te van a noquear. ¿Qué tú opinas de eso?
Bueno, para pelear con un zambá, con un saco al frente o con la mascota, con el entrenador con la mascota. Yo soy el peleador que nunca subestimo al rival. Por más débil que sea, yo nunca lo subestimo. Por más débil que sea, yo voy como que soy el más débil, ¿me entiendes? Porque eso te puede pasar factura en la pelea. Es un problema que tenemos nosotros los peleadores, yo me incluyo, que nos gusta hablar mucho, de que uno sí, de que, ¿me entiendes? Y a la hora de la verdad, se le esconden los pelos, se le entran los pelos para adentro, se enrizan así. Cuando cogen un pepazo, cuando cogen un pepazo, el verdadero pepazo, dicen, coño, ¿y qué fue? ¿Con qué fue que me dio? Tienen moca, cuidado, como panicado. Si tú te fijas, Rian García Ryan García habló mucho, eso, lo otro. A Yerbonta yo se la doy porque Yerbonta habla mucho y hace su trabajo, ¿me entiendes?
Sí.
Y eso. En la pelea mía, disculpa que me salgo del tema, en la pelea mía contra Yerbonta, hubieron algunos factores que me afectaron y eso fue lo que realmente determinó el combate. Pero créeme, yo estaba listo, 100%, estaba preparado para ganar la Yerbonta y ya yo estaba entrando en un ritmo que a mí me importaba que tú me mates o yo te mate. ¿Me entiendes? Que tú me noquees, yo te noqueé. ¿Por qué? Porque yo sentí el el poder. Yo lo sentí. Y él también sintió el mío. ¿Me voy a embalar? No, yo voy a parar. Ven, somos dos hombres. Aquí va a terminar. Pero ¿qué pasa? Fuera de eso, hubieron algunos factores que me afectaron y bajé todo. Le quité, me quitó el ánimo, el autoestima competitivo, toda la forma competitiva. Y dije, y eso determinó que yo no continuara la pelea.
Tú dices lo que pasó en los asientos fue que te quitó el ánimo y todo eso.
Algo y otra cosa fuera de, ¿me entiendes? Que fue que en el momento yo me puse a pensar, tú sabes.
¿Pero qué fue? ¿Qué fue?
No, muchas cosas por ahí que realmente yo eso yo lo tengo en el baúl guardado, ¿me entiendes?
Okay.
Exacto.
All right. So in response to the question, he said about Lamont Roach, he's like, I don't know if he thinks maybe he's gonna knock out the punching bag or the mitts he's gonna be hitting, but a lot of times these dudes they come and they fight, but once you're getting in the ring and you know they start getting goosebumps and they feel that first punch and they're like, whoa, like and they really don't want to. All they was talking before the fight, they're not they're not acting that out in the ring. He goes, and as far as to change topics, like that's something with Ryan Garcia. Like Ryan Garcia did all that talking, and then got knocked out. He goes, and then puts in that kind of performance. Sorry. He goes, I'll give it to Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis does talk a lot, but he comes to fight and he handles his business. Like if you see my fight against Gervonta Davis, you know, it was a competitive fight. He felt my power. I felt his power. And, you know, there were certain things that happened in that ring that maybe I got a little bit distracted or that, you know, I lost a lot of that competitive nature. But, you know, I got to one point where I was like, hey, listen, it's kill or be killed. But once certain things started happening, I kind of lost my emotion. I asked him, and then I asked the follow-up question, was the thing that happened was the fight in the crowd? He goes, yeah, that, and there was other things that he doesn't want to talk about that went into his mind at that time. So, yeah, he didn't want to go further into that. All right. There was also rumors that you were going to fight Gary Russell Jr. Did you hear about those rumors? También había rumores que tú ibas a pelear contra Gary Russell. ¿Tú llegaste a escuchar esos rumores?
Esas son opciones.
Okay.
Antes de la AMB ordenar esa pelea, sí, tenía opciones con Gary Russell y el terremoto.
Santa Cruz.
Sí.
Okay. He goes, yeah, that was an option that was being presented to him. The two fights that were being presented to him before he got this mandatory fight offered to him was Gary Russell Jr. and Leo Santa Cruz. Okay. How do you think those fights would have played out? You versus Santa Cruz or you versus Gary Russell? How do you think those fights would have played out? ¿Cómo tú crees que esas dos peleas hubieran pasado si tú pelearas con Gary Russell o peleara contra Leo Santa Cruz?
Bueno, yo creo que peleando con los dos juntos será mucho mejor. Porque yo soy dominicano, ellos son mexicanos y americanos. Yo peleo con los dos juntos si es posible.
He goes. Honestly, I think it would be best if I fight both of them at the same time. He goes, they're American and Mexican, and I'm Dominican. I'm with it, man. I could fight both of them at one time.
Me lo suben los dos al ring y yo lo hago con los dos, no importa. A mí hay que matarme ahí arriba.
He said, he goes, they could both get in the ring. He goes, I don't care. He goes, they're gonna have to kill me in that ring. All right. So it seems like the 3 fights that are possible. Your next fight is Gary Russell, Lamont Roach, and Leo Santa Cruz. Out of those 3, which one do you prefer then? How about that? Like if you had your choice of your next opponent, which one of those 3 would be? Entonces parece que los 3 oponentes que van a ser posibles es Lamont Roach, Leo Santa Cruz y Gary Russo. Si tú podías elegir cuál de los 3 por tu próxima pelea, ¿cuál tú elegirías?
Bueno, mira, ¿qué te digo? Eso no lo determino yo, pero sí los tres tienen talento y tienen talento, tienen boxeo y son boxeadores, son peleas competitivas, ¿me entiendes? Que no sé, que ahí no, que tú no te vas a inclinar por fulano, porque fulano es don fulano. Sino yo se la doy a los 3 peleadores, esos 3 peleadores, ellos tienen talento y son buenos. Lo que pasa es que donde se determina el talento es arriba del ring, cuando nos enfrentemos. Ahí se va a determinar un ganador y un perdedor, ¿me entiendes? Yo a todos los peleadores se la doy porque soy boxeador y no le falta a ninguno, ¿me entiendes? Yo sí sé cuál tiene, o sea, porque yo tengo visión, como yo soy boxeador y tengo visión, yo veo visión en el peleador también. Y yo sé cómo manejarme con cada peleador encima del ring. Y yo subo a ganar, yo no soy un peleador ni que perdedor, yo subo, porque para eso yo trabajo para ganar. Pero con cualquiera de los 3 que me den la oportunidad, yo peleo con cualquiera de los 3. Porque realmente son peleas competitivas y a mí me gustan, ¿me entiendes? Porque son los rivales que me gustan enfrentar. Cuando son rivales competitivos que el fanático, que la fanaticada está como en duda, ¿me entiendes? Sí. Tiene duda. Cuando hay duda, cuando tú vas muy confiado, es que la pelea se ve muy diferente, ¿me entiendes? Hay mucha diferencia en esos 2 rivales. Pero cuando hay poca diferencia, tú no sabes dónde que está realmente la decisión de esos 2 peleadores.
Okay. He says, you know, like who he fights next is not really up to him. He goes, all 3 are great fights and all 3 are competitive fights. And those are the types of fight he likes. He likes competitive fights. He likes fights where when he's going into the ring, the fans don't know who's going to win. All 3 fighters are good. He goes, I'm somebody who, as a boxer, I do a great job of studying fighters and knowing what they do because of the experience I have. But all 3 fighters are great fighters. I'm willing to fight either one. And I think all of them would be competitive 50-50 fights. Okay. So more or less, when are you coming back? You don't have to give me a date. Obviously, you don't have a date set. But more or less, what month, like, you know, how soon will you be back in the ring? No sé que usted no sabe exactamente, pero más o menos, ¿cuándo es que tú vas a volver? ¿Qué mes es que tú vas a volver al ring?
Bueno, no sé, pero posiblemente para agosto o septiembre.
Okay. Right now, I'm not sure actually, but sometime around August or September, I should be back in the ring. Okay. And so getting back to Ryan Garcia. So on Instagram, you chose to kind of like attack him on Instagram after his loss. Said something like, you know, like what I would do to you in the ring. Like, why did you do that? Yo sé que tú tocaste el tema de Ryan García más temprano en la entrevista. Después de la pelea, tú poniste como unos comentarios en Instagram, como que, si fuera yo que estuviera ahí, como que te hago más daño. ¿Por qué fue que tú hiciste eso?
Porque él se puso a hablar durante mi pelea contra Gervonta Davis, se puso a hablar mucho y eso. Y él, incluso él dijo que yo no le duraba el tercer round, que Gervonta me noqueaba en el tercer round. Y por eso que yo lo quise atacar un poco, porque a mí no me gusta hacer eso con boxeadores, porque con el sudor del hombre no se juega, tú sabes, el trabajo del hombre no se juega. esto es un deporte serio y de responsabilidad, pero como él me dio, cuando yo peleé con Yerbonte, entonces yo se la devolví ahora. Incluso eh, eh, me sentí bien, no bien porque lo noquearon, sino porque yo quería que realmente lo noqueara. ¿Me entiendes? Y yo sabía que yo sabía también que Yerbonta le iba a noquear. Porque yo incluso, yo no juego, yo no voy a banca a jugar porque no me gusta, pero cuando son peleadores así, yo me arriesgo y juego mi dinero, porque yo sé la capacidad de cada cual peleador. Así fue cuando, disculpa que te cambie el tema, cuando yo peleé con Chris Colbert, que vos Santo está ahí, mi entrenador, que él no me deja mentir. Todo lo que yo tenía en los bolsillos ese día, lo iba a jugar a mí. Lo iba a jugar y vos fue que no permitió que yo jugara mi dinero, que si yo sé que él me iba a decir eso, yo lo mando por atrás. Bien. Le digo, Orioli,
o
que
a Cuello o a Barrero.
Orioli, mi hermano que estaba ahí, le digo, Orioli, toma, juégame eso, güey, que no íbamos a hacer de dinero. ¿Cómo que 50 a 1? Porque tú eres un don fulano, te voy a arrancar la cabeza. Entonces, ¿qué pasa? Yerbonta es un peleador que ya él peleó conmigo, ¿verdad? Entonces, hasta que el peleador no haga sparring conmigo, no pelee o pelee conmigo, yo no lo evalúo. Dije, porque está dando unos knockout por ahí, que está poniendo a la gente a dormir. Dije que son pegadores, para mí no son pegadores. Pues yo te voy a decir si son pegadores cuando yo lo evalúe, cuando peleen conmigo. Cuando cuando le sienta la mano, yo digo, mierda, por fulano pega, ¿verdad? ¿Me entiendes? Porque yo sentí el poder de él, de que él es pegador, de que Yerbonta es pegador. Pero, ¿sabes qué yo pensé? Dije yo, él pega, pero no me va a noquear. Yo pego más que él. Tú sabes, en mi interior, lo dije así, por eso me paré. Entonces, la pelea con Yerbonta y Rian García, yo dije, lo va a noquear. Él lo va a noquear temprano, antes del 9. Incluso, yo iba a apostar a knockout. Lo que pasa es que en la banca que fui no tenían los códigos y la cosa y eso. Y aposté mi dinero a que ganaba, ¿me entiendes?
¿Cuánto ganaste?
Una platica buena.
No puede decir la cantidad.
No, porque después Rian García, eso le llega a él y después él va a decir, oh, y se va a llenar de odio, tú sabes. Pero yo lo hice fue por eso, porque Rian García, él es bueno y cosas, pero él sabe que esto es por niveles. Si él pelea con un peleador que estuvo en su tiempo y ya no está en su tiempo, y él agarra hilo de barata, eso para mí, eso no me suma a mí, ¿me entiendes? Le suma a él, que él es un artista, es un muchacho un boxeador de las redes sociales, que él vende mucho, ¿me entiendes? Pero a mí no.
Okay. So he said that the reason he did that, as far as putting out the information, putting out that thing on Instagram saying that he would have, beat Ryan worse or something like that, is it was because he goes that leading up to his fight with Gervonta Davis, Ryan was saying how he's gonna get knocked out in the third round and talking all this stuff, and then after the fight, he has some words talking about me and my performance and stuff like that. So I held on to that. And then once that fight happened, once the fight with him and Gervonta got signed, he goes, I'm actually not a gambling man. I don't like to gamble my money, but with a fight like that I knew what was going to happen, and the bad blood that I have for Ryan Garcia for making those comments, I went to the bookie and I made a bet, and I bet on Gervonta. He goes, they didn't have the computer wasn't working specifically for Gervonta by knockout, but I just took Gervonta straight out. And and that's why I did that. So after the fight, I just remember how he threw that shot at me after my loss. So all I did was return the favor. Once he lost, I threw that shot back. I'm not somebody who likes to, there's a saying that I say is like, you don't play with another man's sweat. You don't play with another man's hard work. And the fact that he was talking about me and my job and my work, I took that personal. So I held on to that. And once he lost, I announced it too. And I'm not a fighter. And also, I once said, I'm not a fighter who respects people's power based off what they did with other fighters. I like to feel the power, and I'll tell you if he's a puncher or not. He goes, when I fought Gervonta, yeah, he had power and he hurt me, but I felt it was power I can take, and I told myself I'm not gonna get knocked out. I have more power than Gervonta. He goes, obviously this was a mental tactic to psych myself out so I can be like motivated and not discouraged in the fight. And but yeah, he goes, Ryan Garcia, he's like an actor, he's a social media fighter. And although he's a good fighter, he needs to learn respect. And I also asked him a follow-up question. I was like, how much money you made? He didn't want to disclose how much money he made. He's like, you know what? I don't want this getting back to Ryan Garcia as to how much money I made, but just know I made a pretty penny off that win. Okay. All right. Oh, so what did you make of his performance against Gervonta? Like, what was your opinion of it? Entonces, ¿cómo tú crees que lució Ryan Garcia en esa pelea?
¿Qué te digo? Él lució como un principiante en el boxeo, como que lució realmente de una forma, ¿qué te digo? Perdió deshonrosamente, porque todo el mundo esperaba de él lo mejor, esperaban mejor de lo que yo hice y esperaban lo mejor de él, ¿me entiendes? Y no fue ni la mitad, ni nada de lo que yo hice. Incluso cuando a él lo tiraron, el primer lo fue en el tercer round.
Segundo round, que lo tiraron.
En el segundo round, sí, en el segundo round. Y él estaba apostando que a mí me noqueaban en el tercero. Y yo, mira eso, lo tiraron en el segundo a él. Lo tiraron en el segundo y él estaba apostando que a mí me noqueaban en el tercero. Pero yo dije, yo esperaba más de él. O sea, yo sé que iba, yo no, o sea, dije, como contradiciéndole, yo esperaba más de él. Pero como lo podían noquear a él en el sexto, en el séptimo, lo podían noquear en el primero, porque si en el segundo le dieron un knockdown. Pero de verdad, lució de una forma aparatosamente, no demostró lo que realmente todo el mundo esperaba, todo lo que todo el mundo esperaba. Él entró con miedo al ring, ¿me entiendes? Si tú ves cuando él iba por el camerino, nunca había salido así. Como tú sabes, rezando, orando, Dios mío, mete la mano, ayúdame, protégeme. Ay, ¿me entiendes? Él nunca había salido así en un combate. ¿Por qué? Porque está peleando con peleadores que ya no están en su momento. Ay, mira, nítido, voy para allá, como un león. Pero ¿por qué no saliste como un león ahora? ¿Me entiendes? Saliste muy diferente, hasta con una canción, tú sabes, que digo yo, mira, ay, Dios mío. ¿Tú ves el sistema? Es ahí que yo voy.
Okay. He said that what he makes of Ryan's performance is he expected more. Like he expected more. He'd be honest with you. And he goes, and what's funny is he predicted I was gonna get knocked out in the third round, and I'm watching the fight, and then he gets dropped hard in the second round. He's like, damn, like you talk about I was gonna get knocked out in the third. You easily could have got knocked out in the second with that left when you fell. And he goes, and he didn't even get to more rounds than me. I went more rounds with Gervonta than him. And also, if you see that fight, how he was walking into the ring, praying to God, looking all nervous, going, "Oh my God, please God help me, please, please, please." And he goes, and you look at all his other fights, he's coming in like he's a lion, looking all tough and celebrating, like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to fight," and this and that. He goes, but now you got another lion in front of you, and your energy's not the same. Also, like what was music? What was his music he came out to? That was like weird. What kind of music he was coming out to? Yeah, I didn't make much of his performance to say the least. Okay, esta es la última pregunta y después le quiero dar oportunidad a los fanáticos que llamen y hagan la pregunta. ¿Qué usted opina de Lomachenko? Oh, what do you think about the upcoming fight with Lomachenko and Devin Haney? ¿Qué tú opinas de la pelea que viene de Lomachenko y Devin Haney, que está en este mes que pelea?
Bueno, sí, mira, mi expectativa sobre el combate es que va a ser un buen combate. entretenido porque Lomachenko es un peleador que insiste mucho y Devin Haney es un boxeador fino, versátil, no tira golpe por tirar y igual Lomachenko. Para mí va a ser un buen combate. Yo tengo mi pronóstico a uno de los dos, ¿me entiendes? Porque no porque, tú sabes, a uno ya lo conozco personal y lo, y lo evalúe, ¿me entiendes? Porque yo te hablo a ti de evaluación, a mí no me digas que de carita, que lo tienen porque lo están subiendo, porque hay dinero o no hay o algo, o está en una buena promotora que te van a mover, te van a subir. No, pero sí, va a ser un buen combate. Yo tengo eh, buena.
¿Quién gana? ¿Quién gana?
Si te digo, para mí que gana David Haney, ya te voy a hacer claro.
Ok.
Para mí gana David Haney.
Aunque tú quieras que él pierda.
No, tampoco quiero que pierda, ¿me entiendes? Porque tú sabes, yo hice sparring con él. Tú sabes, a mí aparentemente él es un buen muchacho y me cayó bien. Quizás tú sabes que en esto de boxeo se habla mucho, hay una tiranía, que tú sabes que en esto tú quieres reinar, tú quieres ser mejor. Pero eso tú tienes que demostrarlo. Y él lo ha demostrado, ¿me entiendes? Por eso él es el campeón unificado. Porque él trabaja y se lo ganó. Pero como es de aquí, es latino, es de Norteamérica, yo quiero que gane David Haney. ¿Me entiendes? Y no, tanto por eso como por su trabajo, que tiene un gran equipo de trabajo y un muchacho que trabaja. Igual los manchecos son dos boxeadores que tienen un buen equipo detrás de ellos, que lo maneja bien, pero que ahí tú no puedes decir inclinarte por fulano porque fulano dice que no un irresponsable con su trabajo, eso, lo otro. Los dos son responsables, tienen su papá al lado cada uno, ¿tú me entiendes?
Sí.
Y un gran equipo de trabajo. Pero para mí que David Haney gana la pelea. ¿Sabe por qué? También si yo te puedo decir por qué también la puede ganar. Una, David Haney tiene un relámpago. David Haney es rápido, tiene un jab rápido. Cuando yo incluso con David Haney, yo cogí más ritmo en mi competitiva de combate. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque no es que yo gane, no es que yo hice sparring con él para ganárselo. De hecho, yo admito que le gané el sparring. ¿Me entiendes? El segundo sparring, se lo gané limpio. Pero ¿qué pasa? Yo no hago sparring para ganarlo con él, sino para yo coger las habilidades y la agilidad. Porque cuando yo peleé, eso es sparring, cuando yo peleé con un peleador así, con ese estilo y que es rápido con la mano de adelante, ya yo lo voy a saber dominar en la pelea. Exacto. Entonces, él tiene buena mano de adelante y la mete rápido, te sorprende. Entonces, Lomachenko tiene ¿qué te digo? Una forma de pelea de peleadores que es para peleadores que se mueven, que son como estáticos, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Pero este peleador de Virgen, él se mueve mucho. Está y no está, ¿me entiendes? Está inquieto, está rápido, y eso te puede hacer la noche. Entonces, por ese lado, yo me inclino con David Haney.
Okay. So he says there's one of the fighters that's fighting in Lomachenko and Devin Haney who he's very familiar with, and he read between the lines. He sparred Devin Haney. We know that the tape came out and all that. And he goes that he's a fighter who studies boxing, studies fighters and how they move and how they fight, and the way Devin Haney fights, he has a really good rhythm. He sometimes he has a very, very fast lead hand with his jab. He's young, and he says he's picking Devin Haney to win. I told him if he's rooting for Lomachenko because we know Haney was talking bad about him, and he said no. He goes, honestly, Devin Haney's a good kid. He is a good kid. He goes, sometimes in boxing people want to talk for, whatever reason, but he's a good kid and he's a hard worker. He's also a North American, so I rather root for him over Lomachenko, to be honest with you. So I actually want him to win. He's an undisputed champion for a reason. He is so yeah, he said that when they sparred twice. He goes, and I don't spar to win sparring matches, but he goes, I won both sparring matches, especially that second one. I won that one clean. And he goes, because I'm the type of fighter, once I fight you, once I spar you, I try to get your rhythm. I try to get what you like to do, what you don't like to do. And he goes, once I sparred him the first time, I got the rhythm of his lead hand and how he likes to use it. The second time we sparred, I took control of his lead hand and I dominated and I won that sparring match clean. Not that I was in there to win the sparring match, but that's exactly what happened. But yeah, I'm picking Devin Haney to win. Ok, le voy a dar la oportunidad a los fanáticos que llamen y hagan su pregunta ahora. Guys, I'm going to put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to call in, ask a question. Click that link and, I got the champ here, WBA 130-pound champion in Hector Luis Garcia. Ok. No, pero tú me asustaste hoy cuando no me estaba cogiendo la llamada. Yo dije, ay, Dios mío.
Sí, óyeme, yo me sentí mal, porque dije yo, wow. Pero ¿qué pasa? Tampoco tener celular conmigo.
Ah, ok.
Exacto, que cuando tú llamaste a Catherine, ella me dijo, oye, pero tú tienes una entrevista a las 7 y yo, Dios mío. Y en ese mismo momento yo estaba con el entrenador mío de base, con Marino Minaya.
Ajá.
Y tuve que dejarlo. Y dije, maestro, nos vemos pronto, nos vemos mañana, si Dios lo permite, que tengo una entrevista que yo me comprometí con Joe, tengo una entrevista rápido, wow. Y entonces yo me sentí mal, de verdad, créeme. Todavía, porque tú sabes que yo no me niego contigo.
Sí.
¿Me entiendes? Y que tú me has apoyado bastante y tuve que, yo veo como todos los dominicanos que tú lo entrevistas, tú sabes, los demás compañeros y como es la cosa, como la cosa se está manejando, pues entonces yo no me puedo dar el gusto de no darte una entrevista a ti, de como de decirte sí y que no, que me da como, no, realmente eso, tú sabes, no tengo ese norte, como esa persona como de jugar con la otra persona.
No, yo sé, loco. Yo sé que esas vainas que pasan. Tú estás aquí, eso es lo importante. Tengo aquí a alguien llamando. Juan, de lo mío.
De lo mío personal, hermano. ¿Cómo
Saludos.
estamos?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Qué tal?
Amén. Vi una pregunta ahí que le hicieron a Colbert. Él ni sabía que tú tenías el título todavía en la 130. Él creía que tú lo habías perdido contra Gervonta. Si te ofrecen esa pelea otra vez, te dan tu buena platica, ¿tú te atreves a coger esa pelea?
Sí, porque tú sabes, todo depende. Esto es un negocio. El boxeo es un negocio y aparte del negocio tú tienes que merecerte las oportunidades, tú sabes, y aprovecharla, y salir con la mano en alto. Yo soy boxeador, la otra parte yo no la manejo, ¿entiendes? Eso lo determina
la televisión.
La televisión, exactamente.
Yo estaba hablando eso con Joel y yo le había dicho a Joel, wow, la televisión tal vez no le importe una pelea contra Roach, porque su nombre de realmente el público mexicano es el Terremoto, ¿tú me entiendes?
Claro.
Y el otro muchacho que se llama, el morenito, ¿cómo se llama?
Gary Russell.
Gary Russell. Esos son los nombres que ellos están promocionando por estos años. Entonces la televisión le gustaría esos nombres realmente.
Claro, esas son las peleas que realmente venden y son peleas y son combates competitivos, que tú no sabes, que tú no te puedes inclinar para un solo, tienes que estar desbalanceándote, coño, fulano.
Claro. Y como tú dices, Pato no se va a aguantar golpe gratis, entonces no quiere picar cómodo. Ahí es que se va a picar cómodo con esos dos muchachos.
Claro.
Otra más. Como estamos viendo que Isaac Cruz está cogiendo peleadores de la 126, de la 130. Si te ofrecen una pelea con Isaac Cruz, ¿tú te atreves a cogerla?
Claro.
Ya tú lo viste, Joel,
Claro.
Vamos a negociar eso.
Claro, porque el pívot es un pívot, ¿cómo que se dice? Un león.
Chihuahua.
Un
Un
león.
león. Un león, pues entonces a mí me gusta enfrentar a los leones, a los pívot. Tú sabes que ellos vienen a romper cabeza. Pero como tú dices, cuando lo agarran así, que cuando le tiran un peleador así, como traqueando un gallo, tú sabes. A traquear un gallo. Vamos a traquear este gallo. El gallo tú sabes que el gallo que traquean es el bueno. Y lo traquean con un gallo que está ahí de traqueo.
Claro, es incómodo viendo lo que está pasando en el boxeo, porque vemos que peleadores como tú tienen que coger la pelea más fuerte para subir para arriba.
Claro.
Y otros se la ponen muy fácil, ¿tú me entiendes?
Muy fácil.
Coño.
Que suben ahí le dando trompa, pum, y ya. No, eso no.
Hasta yo eso lo puedo.
No, porque, mira, realmente hay peleadores, mira, ya hay boxeadores que fueron boxeadores que yo le he dicho a ellos, hey, vamos a buscarte una peleita, 2 peleas para que con esa, que están, de verdad que están, mira, en mala. Yo te digo, mira, con esa peleita te compro una casa, un carro, tú sabes.
No, se está viendo feo ya, se está viendo feo porque ya tú sabes, tú dices que es una estrella, tú le dices que es una estrella ya, y está cogiendo peleadores que no rinden a ese nivel, y se ve feo, men. ¿Tú me entiendes? Pero también yo creo que el que trabaja maduro va a llegar mejor preparado ahí arriba.
Exacto.
Te tiene otra pregunta. Vemos todas estas cosas siempre, de que el lado A, y que tú eres el lado B. Tú eres el campeón ahora.
Sí,
Tú te puedes dar ese lujo ahora de decir, espérate, cuando vengan me pongan los nombrecitos, las estrellitas, el que tiene el título soy yo.
claro.
Usted me va a figurar bien a mí y me va a dar mi par de pesos. No, porque tú ves cómo hacen con nosotros, Joel. Nos llaman a última hora.
Sí.
A mí me dijeron que Hector Luis García estaba en vacaciones cuando lo llamaron. Con una barriga de 150, con 160 libras. Con una barriguita de cerveza.
No, pero tú sabes, para la pelea de Chris Colbert me llamaron como con 21 días.
¿Y no te afectó eso, varón? Bajar de peso tan rápido.
No, ¿sabes qué? Que esa pelea fue en enero y yo peleé en diciembre, el 18 de diciembre, pero que yo vine para Dominicana y aquí en Dominicana yo me mantuve, tú sabes, entrenando, no como que si iba a pelear, pero me mantuve entrenando constantemente casi la semana completa hasta que me dieron fecha de esa pelea.
Ya entiendo que tú tenías poco fuera de un campamento porque tú peleaste en diciembre y la pelea fue en febrero, ¿verdad?
Sí, cuando peleé en diciembre yo tenía casi 6 meses de campamento.
No, y lo bueno de esa pelea que tú peleaste, creo que el 25 de febrero, el 26, que viene siendo cerca del 27 de febrero.
El 26 de febrero, claro, eso fue como que dice una victoria para el país, tú sabes que para el día de la independencia.
Exacto. Wow, sí, man. Sí. Yo lo hablamos cada rato y sufrimos tanto esto porque estamos viendo un talento tan bello subir y surgir y nos están dando tanta memoria bonita a nosotros.
Sí.
A Joel mismo estaba diciendo lo mismo, que fue una memoria tan bonita que tú le diste con su papá en su casa viendo la pelea en vivo. Yo me dormí porque había una par de peleas ahí aburridísimas y a veces uno está cansado. Yo me levanté en el rango y tú lo noqueaste. Y yo estaba así cuando vi la tarjeta. ¡Oh, shit! ¿Qué es lo que está pasando? Muchacho, porque realmente no te habíamos visto, aquí el público no te había visto.
No, esa pelea fue la que realmente me abrió la puerta.
Esa fue la primera vez que yo te vi pelear, la primera vez.
Sí.
Y yo con esa gana, mira, yo estaba más preparado mental y físicamente que de entrenamiento.
Tú perdiste un round nada más en esa pelea, yo creo.
Un round.
Tal vez.
Para mí, yo le di un round a Chris Colbert, ya.
Sí, exactamente.
Y duele, ¿sabes por qué duele, Joel? Porque vemos un muchacho como Hector Luis García, que tiene una carrera de amateur aficionado metiéndole, yendo a los Juegos Olímpicos, y no lo conoce.
Ya lo sabe.
No dice, ¿qué es lo que está haciendo el país? ¿Qué es lo que está haciendo? Coño, ¿cómo que ustedes no tienen allá mejor?
El problema es que allá en Dominicana, como que no hay muchos fanáticos de boxeo, en sentido que, no, que yo veo el Canelo. Todo el mundo ve el Canelo. Digo, ok, que tú veas una pelea, la de Josh Taylor contra Teofimo López, la de Devin Haney contra Lomachenko, la de, tú me entiendes, David Benavidez contra Caleb Plant, que tú veas todas las peleas, son pocos fanáticos en la República Dominicana, sí. Entonces, también...
Es que no tienen televisión. Allá en la televisión no coge la pelea de ellos. ¿O sí o no, Hector Luis García?
No,
¿Hay una televisora?
enseñan la pelea de Estados Unidos allá en Dominicana, gratis.
No, sí, claro, pero ESPN Knockouts la transmite para toda Latinoamérica.
Pero eso, hay que pagar para eso.
No, ESPN Knockouts.
No, ESPN Knockouts. Yo lo que digo es lo siguiente. Cuando los peleadores dominicanos están subiendo, es Show Unboxing nada más, que lo cubre y lo cubre en YouTube.
Sí, exactamente.
En YouTube, ¿cómo la gente no está metida en YouTube?
No.
Yo amo a Trump Boxing, pero coño, la cartelera de antes, eso fue unos muertos ahí que estaban peleando.
Ay, no diga eso.
No. Mira, hay que decir la verdad. No, ¿cómo es que tú pones a un tipo que le dan un jab, le toca el guante y se tira?
No, lo están subiendo para arriba los muchachos.
La pelea tiene que ser competitiva.
Eso es lo que digo yo.
Competitiva, sí. Si tienes un peleador, porque tú a veces acostumbras al peleador de aquí de Dominicana a pelear con muertos. Ya tienen un récord adecuado para pelear, supuestamente para tirarlo a la candela, como dicen. Y cuando salen allí y pelean con cualquier de otro país, no aguantan el fuerte.
No van preparados, sí.
Se puede preparar, pero cada vez que coge una mano, le va a doler y va a fingir. ¿Por qué? Porque están peleando con peleadores que no están realmente, que no tienen nivel, que no tienen nivel, que son peleas que no duran un round.
Sí, ese es el problema,
Peleas que no duran un round. Ahora, cuando te duran, si la pelea es a 10 rounds y dura 8 rounds o 9 rounds, que el prospecto gana por nocaut en el 9º o en el mismo 10 o en el 8, la pelea iba competitiva. ¿Tú me entiendes? Le di en su vejigazo al prospecto. Ahora, si viene el prospecto y pelea con ese peleador y lo noquea en el primer round, ¡pum! Ya.
No aprendió nada.
No sintió calor, no sintió nada, ni un aruñoncito, ni nada. Cuando salen para allá a pelear, Dominicana está esperando algo bueno ese muchacho, porque ese muchacho te invito y tiene un buen récord y impresionante. Pero ¿con quién ha peleado? Con nadie.
Wow, sí, es verdad.
Cuando pelean con un prospecto y allá también de Estados Unidos, cuando le chuban los perros atrás a ese dominicano, el dominicano se queda, pues tiene que quedarse obligado.
Hector Luis, tú vas a tener el efecto de pelear con una estrella, el post. Va a haber muchos peleadores ahora que van a querer pelear contigo, para medirse contigo, después que tú peleaste con Gervante, le ganaste a Cover, y tiene un título encima de eso. Van a venir muchas ofertas en diferentes divisiones. Y yo creo que tú lo sabes ya eso, porque te lo ha dicho.
Sí, claro. Ya tenemos opciones.
Muchas opciones.
Exactamente. Lo que estamos esperando que se determine todo, que me avisen, porque uno está ahora mismo en la tómbola.
Tú estás en los top ahora, y ahora que van a venir los chelitos cómodos. Entonces tienes que aprovechar este tiempo.
Porque... tú no hablas de cuarto. ¿Y qué es lo que está pasando?
Oye, es que él quiere un préstamo.
No, porque, ¿qué tú dijiste? Aquí no estamos con aguantar golpes.
Él quiere un préstamo.
No me habla de chelito,
¿Qué fue lo que tú dijiste esto?
Hold on, I gotta let you go.
Tato, cuídate, un placer, Marito.
Ok, gracias, muchas gracias.
Okay. No, eso es un pana mío que es loco con el boxeo dominicano, que me dice amigo con él por mi canal. Pero yo te quiero decir algo para cerrar la entrevista, que yo siempre te voy a tener un cariño a ti y te quiero decir por qué. Porque yo cuando empecé esto de YouTube era nada más de boxeo. Yo hablaba de boxeo, sea mexicano, sea americano, boricua, alemán, tú sabes, de donde sea. Yo he hablado de todos los boxeos. Entonces, cuando tú peleaste con Colbe es de la misma ciudad que yo aquí en Nueva York. Él es de Brooklyn.
Ok.
Entonces, yo estaba como, coño, él es de aquí. Yo estoy viendo a Colbert desde que él tiene 11, 12 años peleando aquí en los torneos amateos. Entonces,
Sí.
no que lo conozco personalmente, pero yo estaba como que, coño, yo, claro, quiero apoyar al dominicano, pero creo que voy a apoyar a Colbert. Yo estaba así en este momento. Esto fue antes de la mitad de nosotros.
Sí.
Y después mi papá me llamó, oye, ¿qué tú estás haciendo el día de la pelea tuya? No, que voy a ver la pelea. Coge para acá, para mi casa, para ver la junta. Nos sentamos ahí. Yo le dije a mi papá, él dijo, no, vamos a apoyar al dominicano porque uno nunca sabe. Ok. Estábamos ahí, pa. Oh my God. Ahí, estábamos ahí gritando. Y wow, una experiencia linda que yo tuve con mi papá. ¿Tú me entiendes? Que tú sabes, un hijo ve una pelea con su papá, disfrutársela, como que no pasa mucho. ¿Tú me entiendes? Bueno, digo para mí, no pasa mucho, especialmente un paisano. Ok, yo dije, wow. Yo dije, yo le voy a mandar un mensaje a Hector Luis García a ver si me da una entrevista. Puede ser que diga que yo no tengo muchos seguidores. Y me dijiste que sí. Y yo anuncié en Twitter, oye, voy a hacerle una entrevista a Hector Luis García. Y el que le acaba de ganar a Colbert. Y uno de mis amigos de Twitter me dice a mí, oye, él lo retuitea, dice, oye, chequea a Brobe Joel, la voz del boxeo dominicano. Así él lo dijo así. Yo dije,
Sí.
coño, ese apodo me lo voy a coger. Y me puse así, la voz del boxeo dominicano.
Sí.
Así que lo que tú dices, wow, que Joel está ayudando a todos los dominicanos y no solo a mí y esto y lo otro, patatín, patatán, tú sabes. Todo eso empezó con usted. Así que todo el éxito que yo tenga aquí en mi canal, yo quiero que tú sepas que tú tienes, si tú ves que yo estoy ayudando a los boxeadores dominicanos, esto se inició con usted. Que el primer dominicano que yo le hice en la entrevista fue usted. Y la primera, y el que me motivó a mí a tener el nombre de la voz del boxeo dominicano fue usted. Así que yo siempre le voy a tener un cariño a usted.
Gracias.
Y tú
Igual.
sabes que yo siempre te voy a apoyar. Aquí está diciendo alguien sigue siendo humilde, campeón, que te
debe siempre.
ok, que te debe siempre. Así, thank you so much, Ariel. No, entonces, te quería hacer ese cuento porque yo sé que tú no lo sabías. ¿Tú me entiendes?
Sí, no, perfecto, gracias. Tú sabes que realmente yo espero que realmente mantenerme así, humildemente, que nada se me suba. Tú sabes que siempre van a haber comentarios, buenos y malos, tú sabes, positivo y negativo. Pero yo soy peleador, yo soy boxeador, yo no puedo llevar de eso porque mi responsabilidad mía es boxeo, subir la ring, ganar, prepararme, subir la ring, ganar, bajar y seguir normal. Por eso los comentarios, los comentarios negativos, yo lo aíslo, lo positivo, lo escojo, lo agarro, tú sabes. Pues yo sé deliriar con todo eso de mucho tiempo, gracias a Dios. Porque cualquiera, créeme, el que no tiene valor, escucha un mensaje negativo, se va llena de odio y cuando ya ve, le responde para atrás a esa persona, le responde para atrás y se van a meter problemas. Y eso le va a afectar no a esa persona, porque a esa persona no le importa nada. A quien le afecta es al peleador. Y de verdad, y respecto a lo que tú dices, bueno, pues créeme, yo tampoco sabía que era así conmigo la primera. O sea que tú habías empezado así, pero yo sé que tú fuiste allí a Las Vegas. Ya he ido varias veces a Las Vegas a apoyar el boxeo dominicano. Fuiste cuando peleó Michelle La Salsa, que fuiste allá a apoyarlo. Estuviste allá conmigo, me hiciste un obsequio también, que eso me encantó. Yo lo tengo aquí aquí en el
un
chile.
bureau, sí, yo lo vi.
Sí, exacto, te lo tengo aquí. Tengo todas mis cosas ahí y realmente no ha apoyado. Tú has apoyado el verdadero talento del boxeo dominicano que está ahora mismo en su momento, tú lo has estado apoyando y te hemos también dado el apoyo, tú sabes, porque tú no apoyas, nos apoyamos viceversa. Porque hay muchos prospectos que vienen subiendo también que se quieren dar a conocer, que quieren una entrevista y ya por medio de las redes se van dando a conocer, se van conociendo.
No, y yo le he hecho entrevistas a gente más, como más bajita en popularidad, como a Roban Polanco, a Leonel de los Santos, Edison La Maraña García, tú sabes, a muchos así que uno nos dice, que no están peleando en Showtime, en DAZN, en ESPN, pero que tienen aquí una casa que aunque sea 2 o 3 seguidores, por lo menos que se consiguen con nosotros. Así que...
Y esos muchachos son humildes, vienen subiendo porque yo los conozco como la palma de mi mano. Son
háblame de Leonel de los Santos, háblame de él.
Mira, Leonel de los Santos es como hijo mío. Leonel de los Santos, siempre, él me dice viejito, siempre viejito para acá, viejito, así mismo que él habla, viejito, ¿qué es lo que es, viejito? ¿Qué es lo que es? Y siempre estaba, ¿me entiendes? Pendiente y todo, para mi pelea de él estuvo pendiente. Y cuando estuvimos en la selección nacional, tú sabes, cuando él llegó allá, él llegó sin libra, no tenía libra ni nada, pero tenía un boxeo fino. Un boxeo fino y gustaba. Entonces, ¿qué pasa? Como nosotros somos más viejos que él, nosotros nos encariñábamos del peleador que le veíamos visión, tú sabes. Cuando que vuelvo y te reitero, el boxeador que esté enfocado, que esté en el time, tiene visión. Entonces, ese boxeador ve visión en otro atleta. Cuando llega, cuando lo ve, lo evalúa, nada más por verlo, con verlo por encima. Tú le ves la visión a ese peleador y tú dices, ese muchacho tiene talento, va a llegar. Entonces uno se le acerca, le habla, tú sabes, y lo ayuda psicológicamente, más mentalmente que otra cosa, porque económicamente tú no lo vas a ayudar, ni nada, pero le puede hacer cualquier regalito, utelería, cualquier cosa, pero le ve visión. Entonces, ya tú te encariñas con ese muchacho, y ese muchacho, ¿qué pasa? Tú te encariñas con él, pero él, ya uno es una inspiración para él. Porque ellos vienen como con esa adrenalina, que yo no sé cómo fulano, pero cuando ya ven, son mejores, ¿me entiendes? No es que van a ser como fulano, van a ser mejor que fulano, porque ellos vienen con esa meta, con ese deseo, con esa gana de superación. Y entonces, ¿qué pasa? Fuimos, Leonel de los Santos, yo fui con Leonel de los Santos a la mayoría de los viajes en la selección nacional. Fuimos bolivariano, continental, centroamericano, panamericano, festival panamericano, mundial, olímpico y a un sinnúmero de eventos internacionales, los dos juntos, y éramos compañeros. Realmente nos llevamos bastante bien durante ese ciclo olímpico y todavía nos llevamos bien, siempre nos mantenemos en contacto. Sí. De igual forma que Elvis Severino, Juan Polanco,
Caballo Bronco,
la Vipa Puello, todos esos peleadores, ya son Mariñez, el Olímpico Salazar, un sinnúmero de hasta Cambumbito, ¿sabes quién es Cambumbito? Ese Francis Fortunato.
Sí, yo le he hecho entrevista a él, sí.
Ese era el más necio de la selección, el más jodón.
Así es que le dicen, el jodón. Yo con él, tengo que hablar con él. Pero a mí me gusta el boxeo de él. Él como que se cansa, como que después del round 4 o 5, como que ya está. Y creo que él necesita arreglarse la condición.
Eso
me gusta el boxeo de él. Me gusta el boxeo.
Eso es voluntaria propia, porque tú sabes que a veces tú te metes una psicosis, trabajas psicología, una psicosis en la cabeza de que te va a cansar enterrado, o que si no lo enterrado te puede costar la pelea, si se va a larga distancia te puede afectar.
Sí.
Entonces, ¿qué pasa? Tú tienes que manejar eso, y porque él trabaja duro, él trabaja fuerte. Y su pulmón es tan bueno. Entonces, y es joven. Es mayormente trabajar más la mente que en otra cosa.
Cualquier cosa. Ok. No, pues está bien, Héctor. Muchas gracias por la entrevista. Lo disfruté muchísimo. tú sabes que cuando tú pelees, yo voy a estar ahí. ¿Tú me entiendes? Ojalá que sea en Nueva York. Yo estoy loco que pelee un dominicano aquí en Nueva York. Ya tú sabes que tú cuando pelees en Nueva York vas a tener una fanaticada grandísima ahí. Así que...
Ok, perfecto. Y me quedo una semana luego para allá.
Exacto. Y ahí yo te saco a comer, disfrutamos Nueva York, te presento a los otros dominicanos. La pasamos súper bien. Pero no, muchas gracias. Cuando tú hablas con tu equipo, dile, oye, si hay posibilidad, tírenme para Nueva York. Dile así, tírenme para Nueva York.
Perfecto.
El manager tuyo, ¿quién es?
No, yo no tengo manager.
No es Luis de Cuba.
Luis de Cuba es mi representante, él es mi consejero.
Oh, ya entiendo.
Sí.
Okay.
Pero yo realmente, ya, tú sabes, estoy solo.
Tato, no, así, el menos por ciento tú das, está bien. No,
No,
pero muchas gracias, Héctor.
Y no tanto por eso, yo quisiera tener un manager, un promotor. No manager, sino promotor, ¿tú me entiendes? Y Luis de Cuba no es manager, él es promotor.
Yo te firmo, mira, yo te firmo. Si tú estás buscando manager, yo te firmo. Yo mismo te firmo.
No, manager no, promotor. Luis de Cuba,
promotor,
Luis de
no,
Cuba,
promotor.
pero óyeme, Luis de Cuba él es promotor. Y tú sabes que Luis de Cuba ha sido una clave, una persona clave para los boxeadores dominicanos.
No, yo sé.
Luis de Cuba es que nos metió todo en la vuelta.
No.
¿Me entiendes?
Lo único que yo digo de que si Luis de Cuba tiene que poner a De Los Santos pelear y pelear contra alguien bueno, porque De Los Santos noqueó a Rayo y lo tienen ahí sentado.
Sí, pero que Luis de Cuba no, él no es apoderado de Los Santos.
Ok, sí. No,
Sí,
De Los Santos está con Samsung, es verdad.
con Samsung. ¿Es con Samsung?
Sí, es con Samsung. El manager de él es Tony Tineo, pero el promotor es Samsung.
Exactamente. Pero Luis de Cuba te promueve la carrera más rápido, te mueve más rápido, te da la oportunidad porque y él trabaja con peleadores ya de ese nivel, como Edwin de los Santos, la Maraña, el Marañero.
Sí.
Sí, esos muchachos que ya están en el momento, ellos están en el tiempo del campeonato.
Yo voy a hacer muchas cosas con la Maraña. Tengo planes con él. Ojalá que todo se dé. Pero Héctor, me tengo que ir. Muchas gracias por todo. Ya tú sabes, siempre va a estar el apoyo aquí. ¿Quieres dejar algo dicho al público antes de dejarnos?
Bueno, sí, le suelto a toda mi gente de República Dominicana, Latinoamérica, que siempre me está apoyando. Esperen buena noticia pronto. Muy pronto estaré sintonizando mi próxima pelea y vamos a defender mi título con honor, con gallardía, y siempre poniendo mi bandera en alto. Saben que vengo de una derrota, no, como yo le estoy hablando, porque ya yo me siento mejor, un poquito relajado, pero yo tengo mucha vergüenza deportiva y eso me afectó muchísimo. Estuve hasta en depresivo por dándole tanta mente a eso. Y gracias a todos ustedes por el apoyo, por su buenos mensajes, por su buena vibra. Eso me ha hecho levantar la cabeza y volver en sí nuevamente. Y vamos a seguir poniendo la bandera en alto y representando el país por toda Latinoamérica y el mundo entero. Así que muchísimas gracias.
No, y le tengo pena al próximo oponente. Le tengo pena.
No, que se prepare, que ya a mí me importa, como te dije, me mandan a Irak para la guerra y yo voy y de allá para acá yo me llevo, aunque sea 10 me llevo, pero no me voy solo.
Exacto. Pues está bien, mi hermano. Héctor Luis, muchas gracias por todo.
Gracias, Joe. Buenas noches.
Todo el mundo dale like, suscríbanse, hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you so much. Until next time, guys. Peace. Adiós.